welcome to another Saru Show, the one day of the week where we talk about a specific thing. You guys answer a question. We ask you guys whatever random thing we ask you that week. Sorry, I totally had a brain for it. Where we do the thing that requires doing and stuff happens on this show. But yes, every week we ask you guys a weekly question regarding some sort of retro thing that's happening in that time. Last week we asked you guys what games you wanted to see on the Mega Drive Sega Genesis Mini 2. And we've got a bunch of answers this week. Next week, I believe we're doing something kind of cool. Actually, next week's question is going to be what compile games are your favorite. I think specifically, actually, compile shmups. Did we say compile shooters or just compile games? Oh, Matthew, thank you for the resub. I gotta do the thing. Thank you for the resub, Matthew. 25 months with Saru of all the awesome Saru of all the monkeys. Thank you so much, Matthew. I appreciate that. 25 months. Isn't that crazy? How time goes by. It doesn't even seem like that long, but it's been a long time. It's been a long time. All right, let me go ahead and take a look and see who is in here. We're going to say hi to everybody. Kid Shoryuken says, fart! What is up, Kid Shoryuken? Sweet like sugar. Let's see. Who else is here? Reluctant Hero. Brandon Wallace. Screw the Net. Gizmo. Graphics Gear is here. What is up? Gordos.
Sake Monsters.
Sake Monsters.
Gordostein.
Mark Dell. And Ondo Gamer. All kind of people.
Rover.
Rooks Castle. Rovers. Hello, Rovers.
Graphics Gear.
Graphics Gear. And a Sasquatch. A Sweets is here. She says, great design. Thank you so much,
And
Sweets.
Rooks Castell.
I appreciate that. Sorry, a bit of dry throat. Hola.
Sweets. Thank you, Sweets.
Thank you, Sweets. This is this week's acrylic design. And for those of you who are new, we do these little guys here. They are the hardware friends. The hardware friends. This one is the Sega Saturn hardware friend. And the one we're doing now is, his name is Mega Gen Kun because he's a Mega Drive, but also the Genesis 2. Because, of course, we're talking about the Genesis 2 Mini today. And I thought it would be appropriate to give him like that classic, like Sonic the Hedgehog pose.
Rook says, like the red hair, right? Like the red Saru.
Thank you. I had to redo it. It'd been a while. We were traveling. We had people here, and my hair was black for a good 4 months.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
It says, I slept in and woke up to the show. Crusty eyes abound, but I'm wiping them clean.
Awesome. Nice to see you here. I saw you commented on the last one. I appreciate you watching them after the fact if you missed them. I really appreciate that. That goes to anybody who watches these lives after the fact. But the pose is perfect, says Mark Dell. Thank you. I was going for that like Sonic 1 pose with him. Alright, so what is this one? Sonic CD?
Yeah, you can change it.
No, I like it.
Okay.
We can do Sonic CD. Oh no. Uh-oh. This is gonna make it just a little bit lower. There we go. This is, I think, the US Sonic CD, right? Yeah. I could not answer the question or Gleam because they fucked up again, but my answer this week's question is bloody obvious. Yuki MD, of course. F the rest of the library. Says, I agree. We need some Yuki MD up in there. But, alright, so last week we asked you guys what games would you like to have seen on the Genesis Mini 2, Mega Drive Mini 2, and why. Our very first one comes to us from Kitsune-sama. Kitsune-sama says Metal Gear Solid 1 and Resident Evil 3, haha. Cybergirl 007, here we go, you guys. Brace yourselves. Cerulean is here. What is up, Cerulean? Says a bit late to the SNK question. Almost came up for me, but submitted mine. Because the SNK question... oh, really? Sorry. Dealing with extreme dry throat for some reason. Does this one get a cutout design like the others as well? Yes, this one will be... These, I make them all the same. I do them all like the cutout design. So you have to be careful with them because these guys have legs that'll break because I do them like in that cutout design. Do you prefer those? Do you prefer them cut out like that? Most of the characters, because I've been putting a lot of them in borders so that they don't break. But I'm not doing that with these guys because I've done them the same way, and I don't want to like mess with that aesthetic. Like if people are putting them together, I don't want them to be like, oh, this one's in a border and these guys are not.
I thought of the new.
So the hardware friends are always going to be loose. Let's see here. What are you reading?
Oh.
Saru is froggy due to the frog in his throat. It is now dead.
No Model 1 charm?
Model 1 has... I don't think we did. Did we do Model 1? I don't think we did a Model 1 charm. But we did this one because I don't have any Genesis. We have a 32X. We have 32X Kun. We have a Game Gear. And... was that it? A Saturn? And I think this is the first Genesis charm, I want to say. But I'm probably not going to do a Model 1 charm. The only reason I did this one is because Genesis 2 and he is, what do you call it? He's symmetrical. No, says GT Beakerman. The last time I did a charm that wasn't symmetrical was a TurboGrafx one. And he was kind of like, he was hard to do because of the fact that he wasn't symmetrical. Gotta do a Model 1. Maybe. I'll have to figure out a way to do it. Maybe change it somehow because of his asymmetricalness. It's really hard for me to do stuff when it's not symmetrical. My brain just kind of goes, eh. All right, number 2 comes to us from Cybergirl. Once again, the question is, what games would you want to see on the Mega Drive Mini 2 and why? Cybergirl says none. Riveting. So, I guess Cybergirl is back from somebody had kidnapped Cybergirl and was answering with all these like elaborate answers, and we were like, who is this? But yeah. Saru is kind of 16-bit face-wise. Says Rooks. Hi Saru and Jesse Crew, it's been a while. What's up Charlie Ward? Welcome in. Model 2 looks way better due to symmetrical, says Matthew. Yeah, it's just easier for me. I love the look of the Mega Drive, or the original Genesis, the Model 1. But turning that into something that looks cute is hard. And I think the TurboGrafx, I had the same issue with the TurboGrafx. Turning the TurboGrafx into a cute symmetrical thing was also difficult. Alright, number 3 comes to us from Brandon Wallace. Brandon Wallace says, FX Unit Yuki, of course. Well, if that's not possible, I think they could have made an effort to put Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles The Hyperstone Heist on it. I think this would be possible because the game is already being licensed for the upcoming compilation, so I feel Sega was just being lazy / cheap. Another game I would have liked to have seen, but I understand the licensing again would make this difficult, would be NHL games. I know old sports games are not the most popular, but I think NHL 94 and 95 was a big deal at the time, and is still looked on fondly by many gamers at the time, says Brandon Wallace. Interesting. Love Star Jesse says, Rooks, thank you. Does it matter if it just got hacked anyway? That's true, yeah, it's just gonna get hacked and people can put whatever the hell they want on it. But this is kind of like, you know, how would we have liked to have seen it come out of the package kind of thing. But yeah, eventually it's gonna get hacked and people can put whatever they want on them. The cool thing about the new one, though, is that it does get hacked. You can put all kinds of Sega CD stuff on it. I wonder how expandable it's going to be in terms of memory, but it's really cool that it's going to have that option to do Sega CD stuff as well. But I wonder what people are going to be able to do with it, right? Because obviously, like, the internals are probably going to be different. I recently picked up an SMD Mini and SNES Mini and hacked them both. They're still crap. Just gonna sell for more. Yeah, when I was in Mexico, I bought a pirated Super Nintendo Mini just to be able to stream, because it was like the only HDMI thing I could find that wasn't like stupidly expensive. So I bought that and I hacked it and put PlayStation games on it and a bunch of other stuff. I'd love if we had FX Unit Yuki in the new multiverse game. And a few other titles make use of extra power too, says Cerulean. Yeah, what the fuck? There was even, sorry, NHL on Sega CD. What happened to music?
I don't know. It's still on.
Wow.
We got 2 more people.
Oh, nice. We got some more answers in. Jesse's going to go ahead and add them in here. I'll go ahead and read the comments. And then next week's weekly question, he'll pin it here in a bit. He's adding a couple more to here. For those of you who are new, we do a weekly question every week. We ask the question in the chat. You guys have the opportunity to answer. We read it here the very next week. Next week is going to be about compile. We're talking about compile games. What's your favorite compile games?
Post it right now.
And did we just do compile games, or did we say compile shmups? Oh, okay, specifically shmups. Maybe we should have just done all compile games. Yeah.
Well, I haven't posted it, so I can just
edit it.
Edit it.
Yeah, maybe we'll just do that. Like, what your favorite compile games are, because then like.
Yeah, I haven't posted it.
If we just say shmups, it's just gonna be like 15 answers of various Alest games. What's your favorite shmup / shooter by Compile? Let's just say, what's your favorite game by Compile? Game developed by Compile. What's your favorite? Give me 1 second. Let me just do the question. What's your favorite Compile developed?
I would have loved to see Saru do a cuter PS5 console in farm format, says Matthew Roach. I would love to see Yuki in the new multiverse game, says Brooks. And a few titles to make use extra power too, says Cerulean. Let's see. Yeah, PS1 Mini is way better than when hacked, says Matthew Roach. They had a Super Strike Trilogy on Sega CD. Surprised they went with the Strike game instead of 3-in-1. Says Cerulean.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Still doing the NVIDIA Shield TV for emulation. Yeah, I hear that's crazy for emulation, right? having problems with the handheld hybrid Odin Pro. Oh, do you have both of them? You have the NVIDIA. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of the new Steam Deck. Let's see here. Gonna try again. Yuki is my favorite, says Rooks. All right, next one comes to us from. Actually, give me 1 second.
Sorry about that.
No worries. From GT Megaforce. That's GT Beakerman. Beakerman says, WTF Victor Ireland. Everyone wanted Lunar 2, and Potful Mail. You money-grubbing nerfeder. Swallow your pride and take Sega's money. Hey, Konami, how hard would it have been to have given us Snatcher in English, for Pete's sake? What about Mortal Kombat 2? I don't know who's to blame for not including that game, but wow, what a shame. Sega, where the hell is Phantasy Star 3? And please, just figure out your Sonic 3 mess. We don't care how, just fix it. I'm still pleased with the most of the announced titles, but the 7 games listed above are huge misses. I sure hope that we can hack the little bastard. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it'll be hackable, but yeah, I agree with that. Did you hear that whole thing with Victor Ireland? For those of you who don't know, Victor Ireland was the guy who was behind Working Designs back in the day, and they brought us, Potful Mail and Lunar and all the things that GT Beakerman mentioned, Vi, all that stuff, right? Cosmic Fantasy, and what have you. And Sega offered them money, and Victor Ireland was like, "This isn't enough money for the licensing or whatever," and turned it down. And it's like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? Like, what do you have to do that? I don't know. I don't understand it. Maybe there's more to it that I just don't understand, but I simply don't understand how that became to be. Let's see here. Oh, that's better. I'm kind of particularly okay with the S series able to emu up to the PS2. Rooks, I hear that it does a good job, right? Like, it does a really good job with emulation. People are saying it's like the one of the best emulation boxes. All right, here we go. Next one Comes to us from Mackenzie. Mackenzie says, to be frank, after it was revealed Sega was releasing another Genesis Mini, I kind of tuned out. I was really hoping for a Saturn or a DC Mini. After we were getting teased by the possibility of seeing a DC Mini, I couldn't help but alas, that didn't happen. I guess the games I would have liked to have seen were Contra Hardcore, Castlevania Bloodlines, Street Fighter Special Champion Edition, and lastly, for the inclusion of Sega CD, I would have loved to have seen Reika in full 3D, in full HD from Titan Gal. Dragon's Lair and Space Ace, I guess, would have been nice to see released over all of the garbage that is Sewer Shark. Oh well, here's to hoping Sega will release a DC or Saturn Mini in the future. Or not. Yeah, that would have been cool. I'm surprised like so many of these like good games were not in it. Seriously. How is there no like, I guess like Konami also is really tight with their IPs too, so that's probably why we didn't get a whole lot in terms of good Konami stuff. Sonic Frontiers looks like a Twilight Princess meets some other game, some other clone, but with Sonic. Yeah, my earring just fell out. I kind of want it. Yep, did it on my own. It's not easy, says Rooks. Yeah, I when I start thinking about like modding stuff, I feel like I don't have the time to do it anymore. I remember when I modded my PlayStation Vita and thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, what a pain in the ass that was. It was.
It took you like the whole day.
Yeah, it took me like the entire day to do it, because like I would like miss steps and stuff and like forget to, or like not install like this other certain thing, and it's like, yeah, it was a mess. It was a mess. I don't know what's going on with my earrings. Sorry, I'm just going through the comments really quick here. Alright, next one comes to us from... It's pretty long. It must be Merox. Yeah, it's Merox. I love the PSP Parodius portable cover art. Just the game, port the game to the Switch with multiplayer support. Yeah, that would be cool. There's so much on the PSP that would be so cool if they had ported it to Switch. But I'm not holding my breath. We did get some PSP stuff that got ported to Switch though, like Prinny. Prinny was cool. I didn't get it though. I still only have my first Prinny PSP game. And I was like, oh, sweet, now it's my chance to get the Prinny collection and I can play part 2, and then I never got it. Never got. Saru-san-chan kun domo senpai. Sama looking fly with the hairdo. Thank you. I just recently redid it. Alright, next one comes to us from Merox. Let me catch my breath. Actually, let me take a drink. Actually, it's not super long. Alright, number 6 comes to us from Merox75. He says, this was one of the harder questions so far. Not due to there being a plethora of choices and being required to narrow it down, which is so often the case. No, the problem with this question, other than me not being familiar with these systems that much till this question was asked, as I already have a Polymega, is the library presented between the two mini Mega Drives is honestly really solid. I hope that fans explore the Sega's past and are happy about what they have gotten here. Let me lower this. Some tracks are like crazy loud. It was like low, and then this one's like loud and annoying. I hope that fans, what did he say? Can explore classics, multiplayer games, hidden gems, and even games which were never spread out over essentially every single game genre are already on these mini consoles. As were not, if not most, of the titles that spontaneously sprung to mind for potential future inclusion. They have even shown some love for the underappreciated Mega CD, keeping the mini console mostly focused on the Mega Drive, expanding it over slightly to one of the add-ons like a smart move. However, the 32X is sitting right on top of everything, gazing down upon all of the fun that people are having on its lonely perch on the Tower of Power. While there are a fair selection of games that could be added to a mini console from the Mega Drive's own library, perhaps the Mega Drive Mini 3, for example, Rocket Knight Adventures, Dick Tracy, Musha, Cheeky Cheeky Boys, and Aladdin, I think it would be more fun and interesting to see some care and attention given to often almost forgotten 32X. While the execution of that platform wasn't particularly good, the idea behind it existing as a library is both quite solid. That, in the combination with the fact that so many games never got a release outside of the 32X, would make the inclusion of some of the titles rather interesting proposition. The titles I would have included are Virtua Fighter, Virtua Racing Deluxe, Stellar Assault, Metalhead, Tempo, Darkside, and Colibri, mixing games from many genres while focusing mostly on exclusives. If they wanted to get extra fancy, they could have perhaps wrapped up one of the half-finished 32X games and included as well. I mean, who here would want to enjoy a finished version of Virtua Hamster? At least that's my opinion, and I think it would be a strong way to create interest for a third Mega Drive mini console. Now, if you have been paying attention to my answer this far, then you would have realized that I have sort of not answered this week's question at all. So I guess I could have left out everything up until this point of my answer. Then again, it wouldn't have been a Marox 75 answer without some whimsical tangents now. Would it? I was meant to talk about what games I would like to see on the Mega Drive Mini 2 and how I envision a solid premise for the Mega Drive 3. When it comes to what games I would like to see on the Mega Drive Mini 2, it's less of a question of what games I would like more and what games I would want right now or are missing in the package of the Mega Drive Mini 2, a niche or perhaps a genre. The current library is for the most part well thought out, and the games are great overall, yet some things are missing, such as I would probably say that I would have included the Mega CD version of Bloodshot. That the theme this time around is partly to honor the Mega CD, and unless I missed a title or two, I can't find any first-person shooters on this mini console. This was not only a Mega Drive/Mega CD exclusive. As far as I know, it wasn't officially released on the store shelves anywhere but in Europe, making it a lovely treat and new for most. It might have gotten a Sega Channel release, but I don't think that entirely counts. They could have included both a CD and cartridge release on the same Sega mini console so people can compare the two. Battle Core for the Mega CD could have served as a substitute, however. It is played from the first-person perspective and shows off the capabilities of the Mega CD well. One genre for which there were a surprising small amount of games was sports. Outside of a few racing games, I couldn't find any, including the library on the first mini console. Sport games isn't generally my cup of tea, but it was for many a significant part of the Mega Drive experience. I'm not an expert on this specific field, so my choice for remedying the gaping hole that might seem a bit strange, I would have included Mega CD version of NBA Jam. There might be a few titles, much more classic Mega Drive, but the arcade action and quality of this port makes it a game I think would have wider appeal than FIFA, NHL, or NFL. It's the sort of game that everyone can enjoy, sports fans and regardless of from what region you are from. It might have gotten a fair amount on other systems, but I still think this one might be one of the better sports options gameplay-wise, while showing off some of the awesome power of the Mega CD, says Marox75. Alright, I am terribly sorry about that. I tried to skim as much as possible, too, but, alright. Let's see here. What are you guys saying? I'm sure I have missed a bajillion comments. Let's see here. Also, PSP memory card fix is easy with a good tape tag. Yeah, mine has like one of those like SD things. Ooh, excuse me. Okay, you guys are talking to yourselves, which is great. Anytime I read like a super long one like that, when it's like not interesting, I feel bad for you guys. The Polymega is getting an online store later this year. Oh, that's right. They are. They are. And I have to send them like a PDF manual. Oh, yeah, I need a drink. Or are you just playing with the aloe like they're sea monkeys? All right. Next one comes to us from Sweet Like Sugar. Sweet Like Sugar says, Snatcher, all of the working design games, and Yuki 1.5. The super duper uber ultimate version of the game with all of Rovar's perfection goodness. I do think Crusader of Senti getting released for the first time ever is huge. Many more people will have to play it and enjoy it now. Rocket Knight would have been a nice addition too, but it seems like Konami wants to mostly do their own thing and release games separately, like with Hyperstone Heist. Paprium would have been a great addition if only we lived in a world where that was possible. They should have an online store for indie games to be added. That way Yuki and other games could get more love and encourages more retro style games to be made. I'll just keep dreaming in the meantime, says Sweet Like Sugar.
Paprium.
When are they gonna... I heard that they were gonna... thinking about releasing that on the Nintendo Switch at some point. I don't know if it's actually going to happen. But that is the word on the street.
Man, wait, there's a Wii U 1.5 for Genesis? Let's all buy that version.
I think she means the revision that works on all the Sega consoles. No. She's thinking of the Steam version because she mentioned all of Rover's extra biddies. Extra biddies is not Rover's biddies. The bits, the new bits he's putting into the game. I love Rocket Knight Adventure in my top 5 Mega Drive games. Yeah, those games are fun. And Sporkster. All right, moving on. Next one comes to us from JT. JT says, let's see. Bari Arm. It's a shame that game isn't on the Mini. Another shooter I would like to see on the Mini is Veritex. The music in this game is awesome. What is Veritex? I'm not familiar with that. I don't know where my phone went. I was going to look it up. I was like, I'll look it up and grab my phone or my tablet. But, no, not Sparkster, the sequel. That's trash on Mega Drive. Okay, on SNES. I haven't played it on Mega Drive. I only played it on the SNES. And I liked it. I liked it.
Check your pockets.
It's in my pocket. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm a dum-dum. Alright, let's see. What is Veritex?
I always thought online store would have worked for the mini consoles ever since Nintendo did the NES Mini.
Oh, this game.
Yes, Yuki Stream. Demastered Deluxe Edition for Genesis. Wait, I thought Bara Arm was in the MD Mini too.
Is it?
Barya Arm, sorry.
Is Barry Arm on the MD Mini too? What I would have liked to have seen would have been, if they're going to add a Sega CD one, I would have liked Devastator. Devastator would have been cool on the Mini. My beard is like wild right now. Wild! Yes, Yuki Stream! Demastered Deluxe Edition for Genesis. Is it? No, it's not. I just checked. Okay. But yeah, Barry Arm is cool. I had the Mega CD of that one. What was that called? It was called like Android Cyber something, right? Cyber Sex Attack.
Where's Mega Drive right there?
Mega Drive. Do I have Barry Arm? Where's Barry Arm? That's odd. Here it is. Look how cool this cover is. Look how cool that cover is. I like the robot. The robot reminds me of Dangayo. Did you guys ever watch an anime called Dangayo? He looks like the robot from that. The mecha from Dangayo. But super cool cover on the Mega CD. Super cool. Super cool. The Egret 2 was looking at expansion SD card for future titles, but no news on that. Can the team that's porting Yugi to the Switch also port to Game Boy? I don't think Josh Prod has any resources to do stuff on the Game Boy. I don't think they've ever put anything on the Game Boy. But how cool would that be? That would be cool. I would totally be down for that. I did a little mock-up Yuki sprite, like a Game Boy sprite. But doing stuff with that limited a palette is too hard. I don't think I want to do sprite art for Game Boy stuff. It was too difficult. All right, remove these. It was too hard. Yep, Dangayo was good. Alright, next one comes to us from Matthew. Matthew says, the game I would have wanted... Wait, who did I skip? No. JT? Did I say JT's? Yeah, we did. That was Barryarm. I'm dumb. Alright, Matthew Roach here. The games I would have wanted to have seen on the Genesis 2 Mini are Snatcher, Musha, Zero Wing, and Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. The second Cataclysm. Having games like Snatcher and Musha would have been top games to sell the system. And plus, it would have been more affordable options for those who cannot afford those games. That's so true, right? Like, that's like, some collections of stuff, too, that, like, I have where it's like, oh, this game is too expensive this way, but I have it on this collection. Like, for me, that's a good way to officially get that game in a collection. It would have been nice to have these kind of games on these collections, right? Especially if you plan to like not hack your unit or whatever. Like, I didn't hack my Genesis Mini. I'm leaving it as is just because I don't want to. And my PC Engine Mini, well, you can't hack those, but even so, I don't think I would hack it. I think I would leave it as is. I should give Angel Cop another go then. What are we talking about? There's Angel Cop is so funny. If you watch the English dub, there's like so much cussing in it. It's hilarious. But yeah, it was fun. If what is it called? Retro Crush? Retro Crush has them, and that's like a free anime app. You just have to watch like 72 ads in an hour span or whatever. So it's not too bad. And they're all like, I don't know, like 3-minute ads. I should give Angel Cup another go. Remember watching it back in high school and not being impressed by the first 3 episodes. And when anime was on VHS. It was such a golden time when anime was on VHS. It was a golden time. Is the manga UK dub with all the glorious swearing? Oh, which one? The one that's on Retro Crush? That's the UK dub? Bubblegum Crisis is good. Haven't seen the others you mentioned. Yeah, Bubblegum Crisis is super good. What are we talking about? Is it anime chat time? It's anime chat time! I like when chat turns into anime chat time. It can get fun. Oh, you're adding gachapons. Oh, no, this is Jesse's Reptar. Look at Jesse got a... he wanted to show it, so here he is. Here he is.
Reptar Charm.
That's so cute. Did you put the Sailor Mars in there?
No, I put the Pikachu one in there. The Sailor Mars doesn't fit.
Oh, no?
No, because it's a bit too long.
Oh, okay. But the Pikachu one did?
Uh-huh.
That one's cute. This is an Star movie, Angel Cop, Perfect Blue are all top 3. Oh my god, I love Perfect Blue. I like anything that was made by that creator. Anything that was made by can you move that? I don't know why that's even here. That was made by Satoshi Kon. I couldn't remember. I love all of Satoshi Kon's works. All of them. Did we eat today?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. We just had bread on them. There we go. I need music. Sorry. Give me un momento. Uno.
Macross DYRL, also another great one. It says Randrick, our Rugrats mission for the night. It says Cerulean. That's what Saturdays used to be about.
Do you love remember? Do? Let me lower that. Sorry about that. Super loud! Letter the Fantastic Adventure of Yoko was awesome. It reminded me of Valis if it was an anime. Yeah, I feel like if that ever had a game, it would be Valis with that Yoko character. That's a loud Genesis rendition of Sonic 1's 8 bits ending. Yeah, it was like, Rawr! Master System credits for Sonic 1. Yep. Alright. Next one comes to us from... this person didn't leave their name. Number 10. Number 10 says, I would have liked to see Phantasy Star 3 and 4 on the Genesis 2 Mini. Excuse me. Then we'd have the complete Genesis collection of Phantasy Star games on the device. Well, except the Japan-only Mega Drive port of Phantasy Star 1. Shaq Fu for the memes. Oh, I'm sorry. I totally skipped one. Sorry. Number 10 didn't leave a name, but that was what their answer was. Number 11 comes to us from Socket Monsters. Socket says Shaq Fu for the memes. Shaq Fu. I think we had every copy of Shaq Fu. We sold the Super Nintendo and the Genesis one. We still have a Switch version of it. We should sell it.
Yeah, we're gonna sell it.
We should sell it. I don't want it. Oh, I can smell the water. Is there still a lot of water?
No, there's none in the thing, but in the bottom there is.
Oh, and that's unreachable?
That's unreachable. Like,
no.
You would have to take it apart and take out that water.
Ugh, who knew water could smell so bad?
I know.
Yeah, our washing machine broke, and there's like water caught in like the drain, I guess, and it smells. It's making the whole house smell mildewy. Yeah, and it's like, I can't explain it. It's like, well, you know when your towels get wet and you just leave them and they get like bad mildew smell?
Yeah, and then there's also like a fish wrap around it.
It's not that bad.
I had to take the water out by like a bucket, and it was so gross.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I think being up close to it probably smells a lot worse.
You should go to the garage and just smell it.
It's alright.
You'll throw up.
That's okay. We should call a repair guy.
Yeah.
Shit, I was gonna do that yesterday. See if we can try to get somebody to come out on Monday and do that. Stupid faces. The power of memes! By the power of memes! Alright, next one comes to us from Randrick. Randrick says, they pretty much cover all of the games I like on the Mega Drive with the MD Mini 1 and 2, but I do wish the second Mini had Burning Force and Time Gal. Two great games I enjoy a lot. I also think they should have made a Mega Drive Mini with only shooters, much like the Astro City Mini V. The console has many great shooters after all, says Randrick. That would have been a cool idea, right, if they made like a shmup version of it, but I guess with the Astro it makes more sense since these games were played in the arcade a lot. But that would have been cool if that was a thing.
Where's the Bubsy 3 remaster?
We need Bubsy. But yeah, that would have been cool. The washer could not take life anymore. Pretty much. He was old, and it was gifted to us already, and it was already like 5 years old when we got it. So it's like 8 years old now, I think 8 or 9 years old. So he's ready to see the afterlife. It's so funny though, because like old washing machines, I remember like we used to have like an old like those loud knobs.
Oh yeah, knobs.
And they were like yellow, and like all the buttons had like the wood grain stickers on them or whatever they were, or possibly wood from the wood grain, I don't know. And they were all like that weird like transparent plastic that turned really yellow over time. And that thing was like in my dad's house for like, I don't know, 15 years or something. And then they had it, and I think it worked up until they moved to Illinois, I think. But I don't know. I think newer stuff isn't made like the old stuff. I feel like all the old stuff is made better. but it's less energy efficient. I feel like new stuff is energy efficient, but it breaks. One of the reasons I'm not interested in MD Mini 2 is mostly because I got all the games that would interest me. Watches are not designed anymore to last. I think that's electronics in general. Most newer consumer electronics are not made to last. I think they break easy. They break. Alright, if you guys could have one wish for the perfect sequel, what would it be? Mine would be Fighters Mega Mix 2.
One of the reasons I'm not interested in MD2 Mini 2 is mostly because I got all the games that would interest me.
Yeah, I read that. My dream sequel would be Awesome Possum 2. That would be the best. If you guys don't know Awesome Possum, you're missing out. Nothing beats a good river to wash your dirt off, to wash the dirt off your body like a wild Sasquatch. So yeah, we're gonna have to do something about our washing machine situation, or we're gonna have to wash stuff like in the old days in a bucket. In a bucket. All right, next one comes to us from No Name. Number 12 says Pokemon and Zelda. Okay. Let's see here. Number 14, I had skipped 12 because it was Pokemon Zelda, and then I forgot, and I went back and I read it. I intentionally skipped that one. Alright, here we go. Number 14 says Lunar 1 and 2 and Snatcher. Yeah. I think that's one that a lot of people wanted to see. I think it would have been cool if Lunar 1 and 2 were on it. I only have the first Lunar on Sega CD, but I have the two PlayStation Special Edition ones that Working Designs made. And I have the PSP remake one too, which is cool. I really like that one.
Green Dog.
And Green Dog. We need a Green Dog 2. Why no Green Dog 2? Green Dog 2 would have been awesome. Let's see here. More like jerking designs. Jerking with our lives. Alright, and the last one. This is the last one, 15.
Let me check everything.
Got those in the GBA Lunar D-Mix. Was there a GBA one? I don't remember the GBA one. I like the PSP one though. PSP one's cool. Actually, I think that was the PSP one was gifted to me. I think by Jeff Allison.
Last one is Sasquatch.
Let me see. Let me see my Lunars. Where are my Lunars?
It's over there.
My Lunars. You know where the PSP one is?
PSP? No.
PSP
I'll
Lunar.
look for it.
That's okay. Don't worry about it. It's okay. I don't know where it is, but I have the PSP like special box.
Gachapon League is up.
All right, there's the Gleam question as well, by the way, you guys. So every week we do these questions. If anyone is new, you can participate in the weekly question as well by clicking on the link that's up in your chat. And that also gives you entry to our weekly video game giveaway. We do prizes here every week. So if you want to go ahead and click on that link, answer the question, you can, for a possibility to win or to just join in on the fun, because it's fun to do this together. We read the things and we do this stuff. Jesse also linked the charm giveaway as well. What is that? Gachapon giveaway. The Gachapon. We have our Gachapon machine. We have Gachakun with a bunch of Gachapon stuff there. And that's added as well. It's in a big box. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you'd be able to see it. So it must be somewhere else. But I wouldn't worry about it. I'm already way past that. Thank you though. Let's see here. Did my answer get lost? No, there's two more answers. I just haven't gotten to them yet.
Who was that?
Cerulean?
Oh yeah,
I haven't gotten. Yours is the next one. There's two more answers. I just haven't gotten to them yet. Let's see here. Oh, what's up, Modern Broadcast? Welcome in. How you doing?
What's up, Modern Broadcast?
How you doing? You guys check out Modern Broadcast. Cool channel. Cool channel.
If you haven't hit the like button, if you
you haven't liked, please like if you haven't hit the like button. Sorry.
Yes.
Says Matthew Roach. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you, Matthew.
How's it going, guys? Good?
Good. How you doing? How are you? We got back from Mexico last week. Oh yeah, I forgot. I totally forgot. You had asked me about commission stuff, and I completely forgot about it. So if that's something that you still want or need, let me know, because I am like, I'm old and I don't remember things. But yeah, I am back home. I know we got back, and we've just been playing catch up on stuff. So I'm almost caught up with everything, which is good. Let's see here. Alex Kidd for the Master System, Mario for the SNES. What are you guys talking about? Oh, like sequels, maybe? That Mega Drive art you made looks cool. Are you planning to do other consoles with mascot arms and legs? We did. We have a bunch of them. He's like, the Mega Drive one, he's like the 8th or 9th or 10th maybe by now console. But yeah, we made a bunch of them. Alrighty, here's the Saturn one. Here's a good example of the Saturn one.
Oh, Cerulean!
Oh, Cerulean, thank you so much. He says, in for one Mega Gen keychain. Obligated since I'm wearing one of my Mega Drive t-shirts in the list. Are you really? Oh man, I wish I had a Mega Drive t-shirt. All I have is this exploding cat thing.
Alright, I'm gonna switch this.
Well, not literally exploding cat. There's also a charm of this guy. I don't know where he is though. These are all the anim. Oh, here he is. Nope.
Animals.
Oh no, we gave him away. The
Which
one I
one?
had up here. We gave him away. There it is. Thank you so much, Cerulean. I appreciate it. I forgot. Yeah, we gave that guy away. We gave him away. But yeah, we have a bunch of them. If you go to SaruPro.com, you can see all of them. We have like a 32X one. We have a the PC Engine one. Engine Kun was my very first one, and I drew him years ago. And then my second one was like I did a cute little like Rob the Robot thing, and I called it Roby-chan. I did a PC Engine GT that was super cute. I called him GT Nyan. He's probably my favorite one actually out of all of them.
Thank you, Matthew.
But yeah, I did a bunch of them. I did like a Game Boy one. Yeah, I did all those like consoles. What's the Saturn one? I missed it. Clockwork Knight mascot, I hope. No, so it's just the console. Like the consoles. I did all the consoles. All of the consoles. Usually I'll do like a charm design based on around the weekly question. If I have time. I don't always do. Oh, Transfer with the $20! Thank you so much, Transfer. And that means we give away a charm anytime Transfer donates towards a charm goal. He usually does not want the charm, and we give it away to someone in the chat. So a big thank you to Transfer for the charm giveaway. So we will also do a charm giveaway. That link that Jesse posted to the Gachapon giveaway will be the same one for the charm giveaway as well. We just redraw from the same pool, so make sure that you click on that link. Jesse will probably repost it here in a minute.
For which one?
For the Gachapon?
Yep, I'll do it right now.
Yeah, because we do redo that.
There.
We reuse that link, right? For the giveaway? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's the link right there. Enter that link. You can win any of these charms. You can pick whichever one you want. If you just go on SaruPro.com, you can see them all. We have a bajillion of them. A bajillion. I've made tons.
How about a Retron 5 hardware enemy charm?
Garbage.
Alright, I'm over my PC now. I was on mobile, says Mono Broadcast. He probably didn't hear you.
Oh, okay. Were you able to hear me?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, how are you, Modern Broadcast? I was just saying that I hadn't... I remember... Oh!
So tell him what happened.
So I was saying, I was asking how you were, and that we had got back from Mexico last week, and also that I had remembered you had asked me about something, I think art related, and I don't remember what I answered, or if I answered you back. If I didn't, I'm super, super sorry. But yeah, we're back, so if you still want anything like that, you can just let me know. But here are all the different charms. You can go to SaruPro.com and buy them. The pre-orders is only to get your name on it. So like if you do the pre-order live, these are all people who would do like the pre-orders for all these charms. They did them live, and so they get their names on the package as part of the thing. Like these Ninja Turtle ones, these here all have these people's names on them. We do that with every charm. That's basically the point of pre-ordering the charm, is to get your name on the package of the charm. So anyone who buys it will see your name on the packaging of the charm. But you could also just wait for the charm to come out, and they'll be $12 on the website. You can get them for $12. This was pre-recorded months ago. Saru has red hair, lol. I know. This was pre-recorded 4 months ago when my hair was still red. How to pre-order again? I noticed my name on the Puyo one. You just put in $20 for it, and we send it. Though, and that covers the charm and your name for it. So, and if you have like a special, any packages coming from us, it'll ship with whatever your package. If you have like, if you're part of Print Club Elite or something like that.
Yeah. So if you want to support us, you can donate 10, and we can put your name on the charm.
That's true. Yeah. If you don't want the charm and just want your name on the package, you could always just do $10 next to your name on it. On the Puyo one. Oh! Where's the Puyo one? Let me see. I lost her. There she is.
What?
Oh yeah. Your name is on this one. And this one was a keychain. A keychain. Alright, let's get through the last couple answers. Or should we do a giveaway right now?
Just do a giveaway.
Let's do the Gachapon right now, yeah?
Yeah, we'll do the Gachapon.
Alright, we're going to do the Gachapon giveaway right now, you guys. And then we'll get to the last 2 questions. And then after that, we'll announce who the weekly video game winner of the week is. And then we'll do another charm. We'll do a charm giveaway courtesy of Transfer. So a big thanks to Transfer for the charm giveaway.
It's going to be slow.
Alright. So maybe, should I read the next one? Or?
No. I got it. Winner is GT Bickerman.
GT Bickerman. Bickerman, are you here? You're the winner of the Gachapon giveaway. Gachapons. Gachapons. Was that it? Oh, that was super short. That was super short.
Whoa. Nice. He can choose from, since he's elite.
Sorry.
Just kidding.
Oh yeah, you're elite, so you can do Gachapon, or you could do the Wheel of Death.
Or you could pick the charm, any charm you want.
Right, or you can pick
The charm giveaway.
Or you can pick a charm. Because you are SaruPro Elite gets to do whatever they want. So so you get to pick. You can either do the Gachapon, which has a bunch of new stuff in it, or you could do the wheel. The wheel has a bunch of good stuff on it too. Where the hell's the wheel? The wheel!
Can I pick this new charm? Yeah.
Yeah. You can pick this charm. We can send you this charm. Is that what you want?
Perfect.
You can has charm. And then when we make it, the only thing with that is that you're probably gonna wait like 3 or 4 weeks.
That's okay.
For it, because this will be on the next wave of charms that we do, which we won't send out probably till next week. Next week will be the end of that wave of charms, and then the last wave of charms should be coming this week, which has a bunch of charms in it. A bunch of charms, but here's all the stuff that's on the wheel. On the wheel, let me put the wheel back here, actually, so that we have it. So that we has it. Yeah, Mega Gen time. Okay, Jesse, make sure, can you write it down? Or we can do, I can put a sticky note up here too. Just to doubly make sure.
Note I'm using.
Oh.
I'm just going to put it right here.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Alright, moving on to the next one. Cerulean, number 15. Cerulean says, what was announced on the Sega Genesis Mini 2 was actually pretty nice. Sure, we didn't get the usual suspects like working designs, titles, or Snatcher, But what we got that was exclusive to the Western version is enough where Japanese fans are excited enough to double dip for that one. So, make sure you pre-order. Excluding Clay Fighter, I can confidently say nobody wanted this one, lol. Hellfire, Elemental Master, Urzog Zwei, The Shinobis, Ristar, Rolling Thunder 2, and Langrisser are worthy enough titles in their own right in any bundle. I was surprised to see there wasn't an effort to get more Sega CD titles on the Western version. The Japanese Mega Drive 2 Mini has 10 titles exclusively, and it's a shame that there wasn't an effort to get an equal amount, seeing how Sega CD games rarely get any re-releases. Titles like Earthworm Jim Special Edition, KO Flying Squadron, Soul Feast, Star Wars Rebel Assault, Dark Wizard, or even Road Avenger, to name a few. But it is what it is, and what we did get complements the Japanese side pretty well, in my opinion, says Cerulean. Let's see here. Which one did he say? Oh yeah, War Song. That's what he was like. Langrisser. Is that what they called? They called it here. They called it War Song in the U.S. Matthew Kelly, welcome in. He says, I pick Rolling Thunder 3. Stature, English Popful Mail, and the English Lunar games should be on the Sega Genesis Mini too. Yeah, we were talking about how those working design games didn't make their way to the Mini because of Victor Ireland and that stuff. And overall, it was a disappointment for a lot of people. People were sad that we didn't get this stuff. War Song, okay. No, Langrisser. And I should have included Sonic 3 and Knuckles in that too, says Cerulean. Yeah. Apparently that's because of what GT Beakerman mentioned earlier with how Sonic is all like fucky right now with the music. Alright, number 16. This is the last one for this week. Comes to us from Sasquatch in Time. They need a Sega Master System Mini. I know, why is there no Sega Master System Mini? I feel like that would be like an easy choice, right? An easy thing to make. Especially since so much that came out on the Master System was first party stuff. It's like, it wouldn't be difficult to get like stuff put on that one because it's almost all first party. I don't know, Sega's dumb.
What's up, Joe?
Sega's dumb. Joji, welcome. But yeah, I really feel like Sega messed up there. I really do. I think the two TurboGrafx 16 games that were involved with working designs did get added in the TurboGrafx 16 Mini. But it's strange that none of the three made it to the Sega Mini 2. Really? Which working designs games were on the TurboGrafx Mini? I'm trying to think. Was Parasol Stars on it? Or Kadash? I don't remember now. I don't remember what working designs games. Because here in America, in the United States, or, well, North America, really, working designs they licensed some Taito games because Taito wasn't releasing stuff here. So working designs had licensed Parasol Stars from Taito and Kadash. And then the other stuff they made for the TurboGrafx included Cosmic Fantasy 2, what is the game? Exile and Exile 2, Bastille, I think they released. I want to say Bastille was released by them too. Yeah, Kadash and Rainbow Islands are working design joints on the Turbo Mini. Yeah, that's weird. That's weird that... But I'm guessing that was more because Taito owns the actual licenses to those? Maybe? I'm not sure. I'm guessing that Taito probably had more sway with their own stuff. But, who knows? And they had Snatcher on there too in Japanese. Guess that's a message to crack open the language books. I know, I was really hoping that... I didn't think it would, and it's pretty obvious, you know, that it wasn't going to be translated into English, but somewhere in the back of my head, I was like, oh, could you imagine if it, like, dropped and just surprised everybody, and Snatcher for the PC Engine was magically in English, but it wasn't, and I was sad. Sad times. Sad times make for sad fish. Alright, let's see here. And they had Snatcher on there too. Oh yeah. I want a 6-button arcade stick, says Mr. Spakoro. Let's see here. When do you ever hear this one? I've never heard that one. Boop, boop. Yeah, I hope they get a few in cartridge form like they did for Darius Extra. Did anyone play the Streets of Rage 1 and 2 ports on the 3DS, for example? They were amazingly done and have fan services too. Interesting. Let's see what is going on here. How do you know why this doesn't work? Or do you have to do it here? Here? Give me one quick second here. They're making a fight stick for the MD2. Why won't they make an arcade stick? That's pretty cool. Okay. Wondering. Alright, this last one comes to us from Sasquatch. The question that we had asked was what games you wanted to see on the Mega Drive Mini 2. Sasquatch says, I, Sasquatch, am excited for this new release of the Sega Mini 2. I think it would be nice to have Snatcher in English, since I almost got it when I picked up a TurboGrafx Mini, but alas, no English. Also, the sweet Genesis version of FX Unit Yuki, or its uncreated side project, FX Yeti Yuki. But this new Mini is getting me more interested in figuring out the Mister or the Raspberry Pi to play all those games that we're missing. But the process of not actually having every game at my fingertips also helps cause hype, desire, and mystery for those games that I'm still unable to play. I do really like that they are putting some new unreleased games on it. So honestly, I'm pretty fine with the Mini 2. I'll probably pick one up. The biggest thing is, I hope that it plays well with low input lag. Otherwise, these games are a fun way to get casual people into playing some of the new games that they would have never known about. So this Mini 2 is like the drug that you take after the gateway drug, but it's also not a complete satisfaction. Just another taste to get us through the next day. But all of us know where to get more of that addicting gaming drug action. That's right, SaruMaru.com, YouTube SaruMaru, and Twitch SaruRetro. So I will continue to see all of you fiends there. It's a good thing that we can keep satisfying our healthy-ish addictions, especially since it brings us all together like a sandy trap of an antlion pit. Seriously, look these things up. Antlion pits. We have them here in Arizona. Nature is cool, especially when I'm wearing my sunglasses chilling in the forest with my antlions. What is that? I don't know what that is. What are antlions? I am curious. To the Googles! To the internets! Let's see. So the S3D classics were worth it on the DS. A lot of people said that those were worthwhile things. Oh, they're insects. Oh, gross. Oh, ew. Now I wish I'd never looked them up. Ew. I'm scared of these. They look like they would bite. Do they bite? They look like they would. It's like the mini real life Sarlacc pit from Star Wars. I don't know if these were a thing. I'm afraid now. I'm afraid to go out in the wild. Now I gotta re-buy one just to get that collection. I had to quit the PS2 Sega Ages shovelware. That's funny. Alright, there is a thing. What is that?
Gachapon.
Gachapon. Gachapon. Link posted by Panda. Click on it. Click on all the things. Click on the things. Do the things. Because we are doing the Gachapon giveaway. We gave the charm to GT Beakerman. Beakerman was the winner of the charm. So now we're going to do the Gachapon. Alright, and that was the last one for the weekly question. We'll also announce the winner to the weekly question. For those of you who haven't answered next week's question, it's up on the chat. You guys can go ahead and click on that and answer it. And next Saturday, we will read it here. I believe it's about Compile. We're going to be talking all about Compile developed games. So all of the Compile stuff, we can talk about it. You guys can talk about it. That was an idea that came about on our last stream because we were playing Sylphia. And we were talking about Compile developed games. And we were like, man, that would be a good question. I don't remember who said that. Oh, because someone said that I should do a Sylphia charm. And I was like, oh, that would be cool to do a question. So I don't know if I'm going to do a Sylphia charm. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. But we will see. Look how flabby my head is. I'm like a Shar-Pei.
That was me who asked this, Matthew Roach, yeah.
Oh, for Sylphia charm? Oh, well, if it's Matthew Roach, we might have to just do one. We might just have to do it. We might just have to do one. Maybe we should do like 2 mini charms. And we can do like a Sylphia and then like... No, Reptar.
Okay, Rugrat.
No. No Rugrats ever. Pio Pio. And then we can do like some other Compile thing. Though technically, this is Compile too. Here's more Compile. But yeah, Compile would be cool. Because then people can talk about Puyo Puyo if they want, or Mado Monogatari, or any of that other stuff. And there are still some Arle charms on the shop, so it'll be a good way to promote these on next week's stream as well. So, yeah. That'll be cool. That'll be cool!
Alright, to the winner.
To the winner. Of what?
Gachapon.
Gachapon. Gachapon, draw a winner.
Remember, for Gachapon, you have to be here.
Yes.
Alright, the winner is Randrick.
Randrick.
Are you here?
Randrick.
Send time for 1 minute.
Randrick.
SARUCon 2023, what's up, Heavywaves?
Heavywaves, what is up? Welcome in. Welcome to a heavy. Alright. Randrick says, woohoo! Alright, Randrick. You know the rules. Pick a number between 1 through 4. For those of you who are new, the way we do this... What the hell are these? Nickels?
You can use these nickels too.
Oh, they work?
Yeah, they work.
Interesting.
There's 2 nickels in there. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, okay. I picked them up and I was like, what?
That's perfect.
Alright. Randrick, he says, I'll go with the usual number 3. But for those of you who are new, the way it works is we have a Gachapon machine. His name is Gachakun. He's a cute Gachapon thing. And we have 4 100 yen coins. The coin that you pick is the number that, or the number that you pick is that corresponds to the coin. And your prize as well. If you remember the Elite, the corresponding number is only for the big prize, but you can pick any prize. And you get 2 extra balls as well if you are a member of the SaruPro Elite. Many things. All the things. All of the perks. And I want to thank everyone who is a part of the SaruPro in any tier. It doesn't matter what you are, if you're just in the Discord chat tier, or Print Club, or Print Club Plus, or Elite. I am just happy that there are so many of you. There are over 100 people in the SaruPro, on the SaruPro, either through Patreon or sarumar.com, so I really appreciate it, you guys. That is a whole. Alright, here we go. Randrick picked number 3. right, ball number one. Ball number one. What is in ball number one? Ball number one has a
What you could have.
Halo thing. Is this like a Master Chief? Yeah, Master Chief head. I
2.
think.
Yep, Master Chief.
All right, ball number two. Ball number two is a Hayato Gachapon from Star Gladiator. Star Gladiator.
Here's 3. Here's yours.
Boom. All right, ball number 3. The ball number 3 is here. Let me make you smaller. We're gonna put you right here. And that was it. Well, actually, we could already. We're done, right?
Yeah.
This is ball number 3. Here, I'll just do it this way. I can't get the camera out of the way. All right, ball number 3 is a pair of Cuphead earrings. So, hopefully your girlfriend likes Cuphead. But yes, that is what came out of here. There we go. Thank you. All right, here's what came out. I don't know if you can see them.
Do one at a time. Are they together?
But they are Cuphead earrings.
If you would have picked 4.
Cuphead earrings.
This would have came out. That's 4.
And then ball number 4 was that. If you had picked 4, is whatever this is.
It's a cat chime.
Yeah, it's a cat wind chime. I can't untangle these earrings. There we go. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with your cat charm. It won't focus because my face is in the shot. Anyhow.
Not too bad. I'll give it to my girlfriend. Well.
Yeah. You get Cuphead earrings.
I would pierce my ears at the mall just to wear those Cuphead earrings to the Sasquatch. Yeah, these are pretty cool.
Yeah. Sasquatch is gonna go get his ears pierced at Claire's. He's gonna go to Claire's and get his ears pierced so he can wear Cuphead earrings. All right, and that's it. And now we have the winner of the weekly video game giveaway. Every week we do a weekly video game giveaway, and you can do so by clicking on the link in the chat at the very top of the chat for the weekly question. Answer the question, gives you a chance to win stuff. Next week we read your answer to the question live on the channel, and it's fun. It's a fun time. All right, you guys, here we go. Here we go. Cool. And the winner. Do you want to announce it?
Yeah, and the winner is Randrick.
Randrick, you're the winner of the weekly video game giveaway as well. And that, you don't have to be here. We'll let you know. If you've already left for the night, we will let you know.
Wait, what? Lol.
Yeah, Randrick is the winner. I don't know if that's ever happened, has it?
I don't
Where
think
like
so.
somebody wins a prize and then they win the weekly video game thing.
What the fuck? Totally rigged.
Mexican Cheetos. Gleam is rigged. We're letting Randall win twice. That's the luck of the draw. That's the luck of the draw. Randrick is a winner. Randrick is extra winner tonight. Bonus winner tonight is Randrick.
Should we do one more?
Shit, Elvis is gonna say it's rigged. Yeah. That's hilarious. That is super funny. But yeah. What do you want to do?
You want to do another gachapon?
Fuck it. We'll do another gachapon. We'll do one more gachapon. We will do one more gachapon. Though if Randrick gets it, then we have to skip him. Because we don't...
I know.
But these aren't back-to-back prizes, right? Like, if it was like, if we did gachapon and then like the same person won gachapon again, then we pass it along. But this is the weekly question, which is totally separate. So, we'll do one more. We're going to do a bonus one. We will do a bonus one. That'd be funny if it picks Randrick again.
Let's see. No, it didn't.
No, it didn't. It picked
Modern
Broadcast. Modern Broadcast is
Modern
the winner
Broadcast, are you here?
of the Gachapon. You do have to be here though, because you have to give us a number, and then that's the prize.
I'm getting a lottery ticket if I win again. Bruh.
No, that says buh.
Oh, sorry.
I was just participating, Limo. Okay, well, the way it works is you pick a number between 1 through 4, and then whatever comes out is what you get, is what you win. Congrats! I'm editing my music.
He picks 2. Should I put those in?
2.
Or should
All right. Oh yeah. These are the other ones. Yeah. Put all these in. Cat charm, Chinatown, and then give it a shake. Yeah. Put them all in, just so that.
I think because they put them in, it goes down.
Well, that's why you shake it. Just shake it. Shake the machine.
Close this first.
You don't want people to see our messy ass room.
Yeah.
It's okay. This is the game room, so it's like it's so violent.
I know because it's 4.
Such violence. All right, here we go. He picks number 2.
I'm gonna pick this.
Number 2. Here we go. Ball number 1.
It's Pikachu!
It's Pikachu! Ball number 1 is this one. What does this say? Pikabucks. Pikabucks coffee. Very cute. Very cute.
Alright, here's yours.
These are cute. How do they make these? I want to know. I want to know. Alright, ball number 2 is this right here. I don't know what it is. We will
It's
open.
Mario!
Is it?
Yeah, it's Mario.
There it is. Ball number 2 is a Mario necklace gachapon. That's cute. That's cute. He's cute. We got this in Mexico. Comes with this chain, but you can always put it on a bracelet or something. Though most people that have gotten these have been wearing them around their necks. Like, that's cute. He's cute. He's cute. I feel like he would. That he's frail. Frail.
Alright, so if you would have picked 3.
3 would have been this one. Would have been Cat Charm.
Would have been nothing.
And then 4 would have been this
Bunny.
I think it's a pencil sharpener. Alright, very cool. Thank you everybody for participating. That one goes to Modern Broadcast. Make sure that we have somewhere we can send that to. And we will send him on his way. On his way to you. You can wear him, you can eat him, you can feed him to your dog. Whatever you like. That was fun. Joji says, Mio. Ah, friends. Amigos. Amigo.
Amiibo.
Amiibo. Alright, very cool. And that was it. That was all the prizes. That was all the questions. Make sure to answer next week's question, please, because these weekly shows are way more fun when I have questions to read from different people and not like one giant super long answer from a single person. But it's fun when I get multiple answers from different people. It's always fun. Make sure that when you answer the question, throw your username in there, because Gleam doesn't tell us unless you're the winner. So make sure that you put anywhere in your answer, just throw in your YouTube username in the beginning or at the end, whatever you want to do, but as long as it's in there. Pretty praise. Let's see. Damn, sorry, you're making me want to play the capsule toys in Shenmue again. Great stream, says Matthew Roach. Thank you guys, says Modern Broadcast. Awesome. Thank you guys. Thanks everyone for stopping in here tonight. I really appreciate it. We will be back here Wednesday, possibly? Are you doing... What's going on with that? What are we doing?
You want to do it
for
Monday
you?
or
Your
Wednesday?
thing?
Yeah.
That's up to you. When do you want to do it?
think you said
Maybe
Wednesday.
we can talk about
because-
So Jesse is going to be streaming by himself on his own channel on
Twitch. Yeah, it's
on Twitch. So the Pokemon streams are going to be moving to Twitch. He's going to be doing video game streaming on Twitch. He has a Twitch channel now called Panda64 Plays. Monday is Whatnot. Monday we're doing Paprium, and then we're doing a bonus Whatnot after that. We have some imports and some other stuff that we're going to sell. We're going to do a stream for Paprium on its own on Whatnot, so make sure that you guys check out Whatnot if you're interested in bidding on Paprium. We will have it up for like $300. And if we get that much for it, amazing. If we get more for it, it would be even more amazing, because we're trying to go back to Mexico, and we're gonna keep doing these Whatnots because I think we're gonna try to go to Japan at the beginning of next year. I don't think this year's happening. I think it's too late, and I'm not gonna have enough money, especially if we go to Mexico again. I'm not gonna be able to go to Japan this year. So Japan is gonna happen, I think, like March or April
Oh, thank you, Matthew Roach.
of next year. There it is. Cool. Wow, Matthew Roach. Did you already share that somewhere?
No.
He just looked it up.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's it right there. That is Jesse's got his own channel. I have convinced him to do his own thing. It took much convincing. I'm always pushing Jesse to do things.
My streams are mostly going to be Nintendo.
Yeah,
Just
so he's going to
Nintendo.
be doing Nintendo game streams, like on the Switch mostly. And then he's going to be doing Pokemon streams. He's a big Nintendo fan, so I figured that it would have been a good idea. I also told him that it's also very possible that he might get a lot of followers because he's going to be focused on Nintendo. And I think if he did that on my channel, I think that would hurt his ability to grow independently, and I think that he would be able to grow independently on Twitch with Nintendo stuff. That's my opinion on it, and I think he agrees with that sentiment. But yeah, he's gonna be doing that on Wednesday. That'll be his first Panda64 Plays stream, so he'll be doing that. I'm a Sega fan, though. Well, then you keep coming to me. You keep coming to me. I will have Segas for you. I just don't do a whole lot of Nintendo stuff. Mostly PC Engine and Sega, like Sega Saturn. Mostly Sega Saturn is like one of my faves. So you keep coming here for Sega stuff. I will bring you Sega stuff. But anyway, guys, make sure to follow that Whatnot stream. Actually, let me grab the link to the Whatnot stream. This Monday is Paprium, and then we're going to do another stream after that for regular games. We're going to do Paprium by itself, and we're just going to let it go. I think there's like a super high buy it now, but we don't expect anyone to buy it at that price. But we are going to be starting it at like $300 because we wanted to buy plane tickets with it. There it is. There is the link for my Whatnot. There is an invite link. If you are not on Whatnot, let me know. If you go to Whatnot, you can get an invite link. Let me see if I can.
This is it right here.
Oh, is that it?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Did it say invite?
Yep. Invite.
Oh, good. That's it. That's the link right there. So if you click on the invite link, you'll get an extra $10 off anywhere. Not on my stream. You can use it anywhere on the app, but that's only if you're not part of Whatnot already.
Modern Broadcast Star does what Jesse don't, and vice versa.
But get Star Saru, says Joji.
He's like, "Go."
I'm not on Whatnot. Why should I get on it? I have no phone, by the way. Oh, well,
You can use the website.
you can use it on the computer, but you can't enter giveaways on the computer. I think like all the giveaways, a lot of people join it just to get into the giveaways. We give away a copy of FX Unit Yuki for the Dreamcast every week. We did it while we were in Mexico, but every week we will give away a copy of FX Unit Yuki for the Dreamcast while supplies last. Eventually we're gonna run out probably, or run low. Once we get down to like, I don't know, 100 copies or less. I don't know how many copies we have now, actually. Do we still have like 200-ish?
Yeah, 200.
We still have like 200-ish copies of Yuki for Dreamcast. So we'll probably give away maybe, I don't know, 50 more copies before we stop. Just to have some to sell in the store. But every week we give away a brand new copy of FX Unit Yuki. So make sure that you guys do join Whatnot if you haven't. Heavy Waves just won a copy of FX Unit Yuki. Oh no, it's not. He just won a copy of FX Unit Yuki on our last one. And Heavy Waves is in the chat, or was in the chat. And he just won a copy. So, actually a lot of SaruPro people have won copies of FX Unit Yuki because I give them away to people who watch me and follow and all that other stuff.
8 followers so far. Woo!
Nice. How do you know?
Oh, Matthew said.
Oh, you can see it?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we'll make sure to share that to the Discord.
Oh, Matthew did.
What's the MD port of FX Unit Yuki? Is it identical to the Dreamcast version, or is there notable differences? Yes. The Dreamcast version, I think, performance-wise, it's the one that lacks the most in terms of, like, graphics and overall performance. Like, there's, like, some stuff had to be scaled back for the Mega Drive version of FX Unit Yuki. But it has its own soundtrack, like it's got its own like chiptunes, and the chiptunes are really, really good. If you're into chiptune music, FX Unit Yuki for the Sega Genesis has a great chiptune soundtrack, and it's on cartridge too. So a lot of people, their favorite version of FX Unit Yuki is the Mega Drive version. Really more scaled down back than the PC Engine version. Well, in terms of color palette, yes, because the color palette of the PC Engine is much higher of that than of the Mega Drive. So PC Engine FX Unit Yuki looks a lot more colorful than the Mega Drive one because of the fact that PC Engine has a much larger color palette. So there's a lot of things that just don't look so great on the Genesis version. Though that could have been optimized. I believe that was also like bad color choices on the people who poured it. Because I believe that it could have been done with a closer color palette to the PC Engine. But yeah, in terms of like color palette, you can see the difference. There's also some parallax that had to go missing. Even though Genesis does have background layers, there were complications with the Genesis version doing the backgrounds because of the conversion and the way that the parallax is handled on the PC Engine version versus the Genesis version. I feel like the parallax on the PC Engine version was hard conversion to do because everything on the PC Engine version is done on a single layer. There are no background layers, and it just doesn't look as good. But it's still a very good version of the game. It just, the PC Engine version just looks and sounds better. But the sound is subjective, really, because some people prefer the chiptune music over the CD audio music. So in terms of the music for FX Unit Yuki, it just depends on what your preference is. If your preference is chiptunes, then you'll be very happy with the Genesis version of our game.
Good night, Randrick.
Good night, Randrick. Thanks for stopping in. Heavy Wave says, yep, I did. I was jokingly saying I was going to win, and then you won. Let's see here. Sounds nice. Wouldn't mind trying it on my Mega SG. Cool tidbit about the color palettes on both consoles. Never knew that. Thanks for sharing. Is the Genesis version still available to purchase? No, but we're making more. We're making more of the Genesis version. Hopefully by the end of this year. We're trying to get that all set up now, so we're close with that. All right, guys. Good night, Randrick. I like how you go into geeky detail about your game's technical stuff. I really like it. Thanks for letting me know the differences. Yeah, no problem. Well, I know what I'll be ordering, says Modern Broadcast. Very cool. Yeah, there will be new versions of FX Unit Yuki. This is what I want to call the fixed version, because those of you who bought the original FX Unit Yuki know that it only works on Model 1 original hardware. and clone consoles, but it wouldn't work on a Mega Drive 2, and it wouldn't work on a Genesis 3, because when they first made FX Unit Yuki, they did a bank switching thing that was only possible to be played by the Model 1s, and I don't know why they did it. That the new one is fixed, though, to where you can play it on anything. Or all the clone consoles. Clone consoles play it just fine. What about the Mega SG? Does it work on that? Yeah. The original version of FX Unit Yuki works on any clone console. It works on any clone console. But on real hardware, ironically enough, it only works on a Model 1 Mega Drive or Genesis, which was because of this bank switching issue that only made it work. Here's the prototype of the new one, by the way. This one here is the new version. This one works on everything. It'll work on the CDX, the Mega Drive 2, everything. But here's the prototype cart for that, for FX Unit Yuki, that we're going to be reproducing. We're going to be reproducing this, hopefully November, December time is when we can finally start getting these made. So it just depends. We're going to start pre-orders for this probably next month. We're going to start doing pre-orders for it. So I'll let you guys know when we do pre-orders. We have to do pre-orders for them because we can't fund it otherwise. They're so expensive. It's like $30-something a cart to do, so it's crazy expensive. That's why we're charging $60 for these. They're not cheap to reproduce, but so we do have to take up a pre-order for it. But I mean, that's no different than anything else I do. Everything I do is on a pre-order basis. Count me in for a pre-order for the new Mega Drive version. Very cool. I'll let everyone know, because I don't want to do anything where I have to remember anything, because I won't. I will forget. Like, my parents are mad because they gave me money to get a bunch of merch, and I have yet to deliver any of that merch because I don't remember. I have a website and stuff, you know, and like they don't follow me, and so like they're like, "Oh, can I have this stuff?" And then I didn't bring it. And that's my parents. My stepmom was like, "Where's my shirt?" She ordered a t-shirt. She's like, why have you not given me my t-shirt? She likes Yuki, and so she like wanted like a Yuki shirt, and I already gave her a bunch of like Yuki merch here, right? But this is from like a Teespring, so yeah, she's pissed that I haven't got her Yuki shirt.
Every time you visit her, hi, my shirt.
Yeah, every time, and I can't like visit because every time I go, she's like, "Where's my shirt?" The first thing she says. Or she'll leave me voicemail. She's like, I'm hoping to see my shirt sometime."
And that's it.
Yeah.
He takes up.
Yep. So I think next week she'll be getting her shirt. But yeah, I'm like, because she handed me money, right? Like physical money, and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I gotta order it. So yeah. But I'll make sure. My broadcast just became a member to the SaruMoji Club. Thank you, sir. SaruMoji Club is another way that you can support the channel, and you get cool exclusive icons that you can use. You want to go ahead and do the thing?
Nope.
Oh, geez. No.
No, stop.
Oh, okay.
Because if you click on that, it'll mess up the thing.
Did you not mean to? I don't know how that works. You can always just cancel it, but I think they charge you because YouTube charges you that. YouTube charges you that $1.99. So if you did that by accident, you just cancel it, and then YouTube won't charge you next time. But yeah, it's like $2. I didn't mean to interrupt the stream.
Oh no!
No! It's okay. Who cares? Okay, that's fine. I thought you subscribed by accident. Sorry, I started laughing and coughing. Coughing.
It will be
who cares?
advertised on Discord when it's available.
I meant to
Please
sub.
consider joining the Discord. That's normal. Thank you, Matthew Roach.
Yep, what Matthew said. And also, if you join the SaruMoji Club, that also gives you access to the Discord. So just let us know, and we'll send you the Discord link. So if anybody is a member of the channel, you get access to the Discord link. If you are a $1 patron or $1 supporter on sarumaro.com, that gets you access to the Discord link as well. And if you are a $2 patron or a YouTube channel member, and it's $2 because YouTube takes their cut and Patreon takes their cut, so that's why we do $2 on those platforms, so that we can at least see $1. But thank you, Modern Broadcast, for doing that. I appreciate that.
I'll send an email
And
right now,
you'll get a link to the Discord. Our Discord is private, and it's private for reasons because I also have for as many people that like us, we have a small section that don't like us. For like silly reasons, like, you know, we're gay or whatever. Just take your pick, right? There's a corner that does not like us. So we keep it private just to keep those kind of people out. Gen Mini 2 could have used SX Unit Yuki from SX. Wanted to own multi-mega as a kid, but never did. So expensive. Who in the fuck? I will fight the shit out of those. That's really net. Yeah, we have like, oh my god, if you like some of these screenshots, I'm not sensitive to stuff like that, but like some of the stuff that people say, it's like, damn. It makes me wonder if if they're doing it to be hateful, or if they've got some like pent up sexual issues. Because I'm like reading this stuff, right? And it's supposed to be hurtful, but at the same time I'm like, wow, that's very descriptive. And I'm like, it was almost like erotic novel material. You know, it's like, oh, I hope you get blah 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 by 4 big guys. Stuff like that, right? 4 big guys. Now that's stuck in my head. We'll have to play it. Oh, you sending them the Discord link?
Yeah, here's.
Alright, there's the Discord link. Modern Broadcast. Jesse just sent you an email. Just give it like a minute.
Yeah.
A minute or two before you get it. But yeah, you should get it. That corner can bite my bisexual ass as Marilyn Monroe. It happens. You know, people like, you know, we're not like super like obviously gay, but we are gay. And like people they know, right? And so like they'll say like hateful shit, but you know, they're just words. As long as people are watching, even if people who like don't like us, keep watching our videos. You can say whatever you want, just keep watching the videos. Keep watching the videos. If you like or dislike, it doesn't matter, but do one or the other because we need that engagement as well. So
Everybody says, man, for real, who the hell does your hair and your beard? It looks hella great.
Thank you. I do.
He does it himself.
I do my hair. Thanks, I appreciate that. Looks hella clean. Thank you.
Modern Broadcast, we just sent you an email through FXNewYuki email.
Very cool.
So there's a Discord and just messages. Just join and then I'll give me the address on Discord.
The
for
name.
Your prize.
Oh right. Yeah, just DM the address to Jesse, or Jesse will reach out to you when he sees you join. Something like that. Subscribe, you hateful fucks.
Oh, you just
Let's
joined.
do the name. Very cool. Alright. Jesse's gonna send you a DM right now, and then you can just shoot him your address and we'll send you this Mario poo. Mario Linky Link necklace thingy. Whatever you want to call it. Whatever you call it. Alright, we are reaching the 2-hour mark. It is almost time for us to sign off, but I do appreciate everyone who stopped here. I try to make SARUSHOW at least 2 hours every week. That's why I always hope that we get at least more than 10 answers every week, because then it helps, like, you know, make the show longer. So I'm not like, but usually if there's like a little bit of time before the 2-hour mark, I like to talk about what we're doing or links or blah 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 blah. So now you guys know Panda64 plays on Twitch. You follow him. He plays games. He will play games. He will do Pokemons. He will do things on the Twitch. It'll be fun. It will be fun. Okay, I pinky promised my daughter to go to bed at 11ish. I cannot break those. Is it 11? Wait,
Yeah.
What time is it?
11:19.
Oh, nice. All right,
Thank
have a
you,
good night,
Matthew.
Heavyweights. Thanks for stopping in. There is the Panda64 Plays link once again. And one last time, I'm going to go ahead and link. I know, but I can't see. I'm going to go ahead and link the Whatnot stream. This Monday, we are doing Paprium at 7 p.m. Right? Is that right? Is that what it says? I don't remember. Oh, yeah. I can't. Gotta do it that way.
Oh, thank you, Modern
there it
Broadcast.
is. There it is. Very cool. I posted the Panda 64 on my server as well, says Modern Broadcast. Very cool. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. There is the Whatnot link, by the way, you guys. That's the invite link. If you're not on Whatnot, you can get an extra $10 to spend anywhere on Whatnot. This Monday, we will be selling our copy of Paprium for the Mega Drive. Because I don't really want to keep it. I would rather sell it and make some money off of it because we want to go back to Mexico at some point. Hopefully before we go to Japan next year, we can go to Mexico. So if we sell this, I'll be able to buy some plane tickets because plane tickets are like $175. It's so cheap. It's so cheap, and we had so much fun that I couldn't believe we had so much fun on such a cheap plane ticket. Paprium looks amazing. Yeah, graphically, I think Paprium is probably the best looking beat 'em up for the 16-bit era, right? For the, well, not era, but for the 16-bit consoles. Obviously, it wasn't part of the original 16-bit era, but it does look really, really good. It looks super good, so I'm hoping to at least get the minimum asking price that we're putting up, which is high. It's $300, but I think they're going for like $900 on eBay or something crazy. I just want to buy enough to buy our plane tickets. Does Paprium work on a Polymega? Also, can it be ripped to the console? Nope, it does not. It does not, unfortunately. I'm hoping that they release like a digital version that I can buy, or a Switch version or something at some point. But I don't have to absolutely keep this physical version of it. If I can make some money off of it, I'd rather do that. Paprium does not work on the Polymega, but it will work on the Mega SG.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. Too bad you can't freaking copy it to the Mega SG somehow. I'd buy a Paprium ROM if it worked on the EverDrive. Yeah, that's another thing too, is like the ROM's not going to work on anything. So I think the only option would be if they ported it to something. I'm hoping that they port it to Dreamcast. I would absolutely buy a Dreamcast version of it. That would be awesome. Or a Switch version. If they did a Switch version, that would be better. I'd rather they did a Switch version. That would be way better. Alright, we have gone past the V2R mark. We're going to go ahead and end it here. CBL, what is up? Welcome. I didn't see you. I am still waiting for my copy of Paprium since I ordered 2 years ago. Yeah, I ordered my copy of Paprium in 2016 from their website, on the Watermelon website. 2016 is when I ordered my Paprium, and we got it in, when did we get it? 2020?
2020, yep.
I ordered it in 2016 and I got it in 2020. So it took a while, good while. Absolutely, make that dough, Saru. Don't forget to buy a $300 sombrero. Or no sombreros. You know, it's so funny, like, the lack of sombreros. Like, not that I thought I was gonna go to Mexico and see a bunch of sombreros, but I didn't see any. Did you see anyone wearing a sombrero?
Never.
I saw like a mariachi playing somewhere, and that was the extent of the sombrero I saw in Mexico. I saw a singular mariachi with a sombrero.
You only see the sombreros at like gift shops, the small ones.
Yeah, you see like the little fake ones at gift shops, but nowhere did I see any real sombreros. Television has been lying to me about Mexico this whole time. TV tells me that there are quick running mice and everyone's wearing sombreros. So it's none of it. You don't see it. It's not a thing. TV is lying. Sombreros are more of a Jalisco thing, says Snark Mark. Yeah, I heard that like it's more of like, yeah, like Jalisco and like that area, right? Like Monterrey and like Guadalajara, like all those places. But we didn't go there. I wasn't really looking out for sombreros, but I didn't see a single sombrero. It was weird. TV always lies to you, man. Yeah, it's so weird though. Like, there were so many misconceptions about stuff that I just didn't know, and I just feel like, oh man, I'm a dumb American. I'm that dumb American that didn't understand stuff. But let's see. Everyone did have their luchador masks at all times, right? There were a lot. Yes. I don't know if you're saying that jokingly, but yes, there were. We saw way more luchador masks.
We did, yeah.
Than we did sombreros. Yeah, luchador masks were a thing in a lot of places.
Old ladies children. Too. I saw an old lady with one. I was like, what the hell?
Or children. Children are wearing like the luchador masks. I saw some of that in Chinatown. We were in Chinatown. I saw a child with a luchador mask and people just selling like, whatchamacallit, on the stands, like on the street. Yeah, luchador masks. Ha, old lady gang says, yeah, there's old lady wearing luchador mask. That was a thing, for sure. Old lady Mexican gangsters. Maybe. But yeah, that was totally a thing. It was funny. It was funny. Damn, that must have been a sight. It's so funny. I guess like with the children, it's super common. The kids love that stuff, right? They're running around with their masks, pretending to be whoever. Lucha Libre is serious business. Yeah, we almost went to. I think if we go back, we're probably gonna try to go to
one.
Yeah, we'll go to one. We'll go to a match. I forgot about it towards the end of our trip.
We went to an anime symphony.
Yeah, we went to an anime symphony, and then we were just kind of like, okay. We saw
mouse.
Oh. Sorry, there you go.
No worries.
Y'all find the cheaper hookers much more desirable with their masks.
Oh my god. So we were at like we were eating tacos like at midnight, and there was this one like hooker, like almost undressed.
Oh, yeah.
Her tits. I was like, what the hell?
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, she was tits out. She was tits out, this girl. She was wearing like a bikini bottom and a coat, right? And just tits out. We were like eating tacos and we're like walking by and this girl's just standing there with a trench coat,
titties out.
Her titties out, her hair all done did.
She started walking towards us, we started running.
Yep, she started walking towards us, we started walking faster, and then she went to go say hi to somebody at the taco place where we were sitting at outside right next to us. And then we also found out that she, I think, used to be a he also. But
I remember you said she tried to pull an anime. Wait.
It's funny though. You'll find it. Huh?
Lost it. Forget it.
You lost it. The next time in Mexico, find a better garage. I know we did find a pretty decent Mexican garage in Puebla. Puebla had a pretty decent Mexican garage. And that Mexican garage partied like all night too. Yeah. Do you remember hearing like all the music coming from it? It's midnight and they're still partying at the Mexican garage. Mexican garage. I remember you said she tried to pull Jesse. Yeah, no, this was another girl. This was another girl selling cigars. She was selling like fake Cubans on the street in Polanco. And I guess she was friends with like the one guy the drunk who came and was like saying like, oh, what's up, Mexico? And then he's like, I'll fucking kill you. And then he's like, can I please have 50 pesos?
And I'm like, I'm scared. He's adults.
He's harmless guy. But he was like on camera. He's like, oh, I'm a killer. I'm a murderer. And then like a couple minutes later, he goes to me. He's like, please, papacito, can I have 50 pesos? And then he grabbed my ass. What's up, everyone? What's up? My ass. Non-consensual. Mackenzie, what is up? He says, what's up, everyone? How's tonight going? Saru and Jesse, did Sega release the Saturn or Dreamcast Mini yet? I know, motherfuckers. We were talking about it earlier, Mackenzie. We were saying that. Thank you so much. There's the super chat. I really appreciate that, Mackenzie. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing good. Are you home or are you driving?
Mackenzie.
No text and driving.
Someone join our Discord. Go, go, go.
Oh, yeah. The welcome squad. Where is... We need a hashtag Saru welcome squad. Saru crew welcome. Hashtag. What do we call it? Hashtag welcome squad. Sometimes sometimes the welcome squad scares people away though.
They scared someone last time.
Yeah, remember someone left?
Someone left. Because it was like 20 people at the same time. Hey,
yeah, because it just happened like they joined like I think in the middle of SARUSHOW or something, right?
No, it was the middle. Yeah, it was the middle of SARUSHOW.
like shortly after the beginning of it. So there was still a lot of people in chat, right? And so they joined, and then everyone was like, "Hi, hello, welcome, hi," and then they left. They left the Discord. I was like, "Oh no!" I think it was maybe like that, like overload, right? And I understand that. I'm speeding and texting and driving. No, don't do any of that. Are you home already? I don't want to see you in here chatting unless you're home.
No, he said not.
Or parked in your car, not moving.
Bolis.
Bolis. Bolis?
Bolis. You know
Bolis? Like the ice thing?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even... Is that a thing in Mexico? I didn't see...
Bolis.
Bolis? Sorry.
Bolis.
I know they come from Mexico, but like... I always thought that it was like a thing that we made here and we just like...
Oh, I don't know.
Because I saw things that they called bolis, but they weren't like those things that you get. They were in like a big thing, and it was like, how do you even eat this thing? And it was nothing like the bolis that you imagine, right? Like, completely different. Sorry, I had to go give birth to a used taco. Oh, Robert!
I'm teasing. I'm just home. I'm home safe.
Good. No texting and driving.
I have no idea. But... Bolis.
About bolis? Yeah, I think I saw stuff but that they called bolis, but it was nothing like what I thought. You know, because I imagine bolis and I remember those like things that you crack or whatever. These were like, I guess the original one comes in like, they put it in a plastic wrap and it looks very like, just like a rod of like ice, right? That's like flavored, right? Like I saw like they have like, and they're all like flavors you would never see in a boli. Like they had like horchata, they had Jamaica, they had mamey, which I have no idea what mamey tastes like. Really? So yeah, I was like, it was weird. It was weird to see. Yeah, Sega, where is the Neptune Mini? We were talking about it earlier, Mackenzie, that it would have been very easy for Sega to do a Master System Mini. Like, where the fuck is a Master System Mini? Considering that so much on the Sega Master System is first party, I feel like it would have been very easy, right? For them to be like, oh yeah, let's fucking put it, and we can put any fucking games on it because we put out most of these games. Man. Ooh. I kind of want to do a Saru question about that, right? If there was, should we do that as a weekly thing? If Sega released a Master System Mini, what games would you want to see on it? Should we do that? We should do that. I think that would be a cool question. Because I want to hear what you guys say. That would be awesome.
What was the question?
If there was a Master System Mini, what games do you want on it? We should do one. We'll do one. We will do one. We will do one. Say no to texting and driving, but yes to drive and text. Got it. No to all of those. No driving and texting. Even though I'll drive and like go through my YouTube music list, you know, because I'm switching like music, which sometimes it's worse because I'm like looking for a song. I'm like, and I'm like going through my YouTube music list. I love YouTube music, by the way. It's so convenient in the car. When you're just in the car, you can listen to anything. FM sound support. Yeah, that would be cool, right? They did a mini and then did it like with the native FM sound support. So everything fucking sounds like it should have sounded. Let's see here. Matthew Kelly says, I did hear Phantasy Star 1 was being ported to the Sega Genesis only in Japan. Did you happen to see what the difference from the Sega Master System version of Phantasy Star 1 was? The Phantasy Star 1 difference between what version? I'm only familiar with the Master System one. And the Sega Ages one. There was like the Sega Ages one, which I think they ported to the Switch, right? With all the added stuff to it as well. I didn't know there was a Mega Drive port of the first one. Did not know. It was a straight port of the Master System version without the FM music. Oh, was it? Ew. Why? I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was a port. A Genesis port. I did not know that. That's interesting. Is that on the Japanese Mega Mini? I even have it. I even have it. I didn't know that. Or is that on the 2? What was on the first one? Oh, fuck. Alright, here's the mega, which has a totally awesome box, by the way. Super cool box. What? Fantasy Star. Which Fantasy Star is this one on here? 2? I don't know. I do not know. But very cool nonetheless. 4. I don't think so. It was just Fantasy Star 4. Yeah. But that would have been cool. That would be cool. It would be cool if they did do a Mega Drive Mini. I gotta dust some of this stuff sometimes. I'm like moving stuff around and this shit is dusty. Super dusty, but check him out. So cool. He's one of my favorite things to come out of one of those like gachapon boxes. Freaking awesome.
Alright, did you ever play Snolf? The Sonic 1 hack that plays like golf?
No.
Snolf? Is that a real thing? That's hilarious. That's hilariously named. Snolf. How funny. Alright, you guys. We're going to go ahead and end it here 20 minutes later.
Are you sure?
I know. Are you sure? Well, because I go to end it and then somebody will drop a question and then we
should
started
have a
talking about
contest
it.
and see how many times Saru says, we're going to leave.
Well, because, like, if we do and then someone, like, asks something, right? We're going to be like, if I see it with my eyes, I can't in good conscience.
There we go.
Well, yeah, if I see it with my eyes, I can't in good conscience take off. If we had already switched to, like, the end and then I saw it, then I usually don't say anything. But if I'm watching and I see it...
What's the meaning of life? How about the SG-1000 Mini? Alright, chat, you know how to keep it going.
Oh, yeah, dude, SG-1000 Mini would be cool if they did that. Or any, like... But, I mean, if they did Master System is the same across the board, too. Because there was a Japanese Master System, right? The SG... It wasn't, like... Because they had, like, the SG-1000, 3000, and then they actually had Master System also. So, I think it would be fine if they just went with the Master System naming convention, because then they could just do one for both regions and they would both be Master System, and then just change between what games we got on what. There's so many things I would like to see if there was, though. My favorites are like Kung Fu Kid, Wonder Boy and Monsterland, all the Alex Kids. I think every Alex Kid should be on there, even the shitty High Tech World one, which was really a port of Anmitsu Hime, which was a totally like nonsense game about an anime, a princess anime thing. I don't know, it was weird. It was weird that they turned it into an Alex Kidd game. I don't know what was High Tech World about Alex Kidd running around in an old Japanese castle. Super weird, super dumb. It's the only Alex Kidd I don't care for. Even Lost Stars, which plays like shit and sounds terrible, I would play over High Tech World. But it would need Alex Kidd in Miracle World 100%. That's like for me it's the flagship mascot title on the Master System. Alex Kidd in Miracle World, Alex Kidd in Shinobi World. Alex Kidd in Shinobi World is so good. It's so good and so much fun that I'm surprised Sega hasn't put that on anything else. I really am. I don't know why Sega hasn't put that on something like some sort of archives. Or can you play Alex Kidd in Shinobi World any other way other than on the Master System? Does anybody know? I don't think you can, right? I think it's only on freaking Master System, and it got stuck there, and that was it. I love Alex Kidd in Shinobi World, though. So good. So good. Beautiful cover art. The cover art was something just amazing. Amazing. May have had a 3DS port. Really? Like on one of the, like a collection? Did they do like Master System stuff, though? Other than Phantasy Star? I don't remember. It just brings up a jumbled mess. What does? Oh, that's why they don't work over an EverDrive like Master System games do too. Why this? Game Gear, however, used a much larger color palette, so it would be compatible with the Genesis's color palette. It wouldn't, right? Yeah. So it's just a mess. Girls Garden was ported to 3DS. What's Girls Garden? I almost read that Girls Generation. I listen to too much K-pop. Sarmar, I really wish Sega would release Knuckles Chaotix just for the people to try. It's still stuck on the 32X. I can't imagine it would be hard to emulate. Yeah, too bad Knuckles Chaotix is a piece of shit. That game sucks. That was like the biggest Sonic disappointment ever for me. I remember wanting to play it so badly, and then I finally played it. I was like, fuck, this game sucks. Yeah, that game sucked. That game totally sucked. We all need Sega Pico for the homes. No Picos. Pico Nightmares. Chaotix is something else, says a Sonic fan too. Yeah, I love Sonic. But Sonic Chaotix is, I don't know. It left a bad taste in my mouth. Yep. Shinobi World was put on the Virtual Console in 2010. Wow, okay, I didn't know that. Interesting. But now there's no other way to play it, right? Other than on a Master System? Like, is there anything you can play it on right now? Any digital market that you can get it on? Does anybody know? Knuckles Chaotic or Sonic R? Sonic R. Do you know why? Because you can feel the sunshine. And that's enough reason for me. That's enough reason for me alone. Sonic R. The music. Yeah. Pretty much like the music alone. Because it's like a roller coaster. So yeah, I would Sonic R for sure. Sonic R for sure. But seriously, Sega needs to fucking do a Master System Mini. Sorry, I was going to say Sonic R because of that awesome anime style music. Yeah, the music is super catchy. Super catchy. I really like it. And it's so funny, when I first played Sonic R, I hated it for everything. I was like, this game sucks. This music sucks. And then I'm playing, I'm like, oh, this music's actually pretty good. And then I'm like, alright, I'm getting into it. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's jamming. But this game still sucks. The game is so bad and unplayable. I feel like it's unplayable. TJ Davis and Richard Jacques need to collaborate again. TJ Davis is the singer, had a recent interview with Sega Channel. Really? She also did the music for MSR on Dreamcast. Interesting. Sonic R. Sonic as a pirate. Sonic R, mateys. I want more home releases of Fantasy Zone W. What is Fantasy Zone W? I don't know what that is. Or maybe I do, and I just don't recognize that name. Is that the one that was supposed to... Did you see there was one, the PC Engine one too? Sonic Spinball, the best Sonic pinball game ever. Sonic Spinball is horrible. I think I'd rather play Knuckles Chaotix over Sonic Spinball. I kind of hate Sonic Spinball. Unless it's the Game Gear. I feel like the Game Gear one is better. Did you guys play Sonic Spinball on the Game Gear? I feel like it's more playable than the Genesis one. It's the arcade port of Fantasy Zone 2. Oh, I don't know it then. I don't know what it is. I do not know. Game Gear Spinball sucks. You think it sucks more than the Genesis one? I feel like it plays better than the Genesis one. Maybe I have to revisit it. It's been a while since I played Game Gear Spinball. But I felt like, I don't know. for me, I felt like it was more playable than the Genesis one. I thought the Genesis one had a lot of weird areas where you got stuck a lot. But maybe I don't remember. And I'm not the biggest Spinball fan to begin with. Spinball sucks. So maybe you're right. Maybe it's even worse. But for some reason, I thought it was more playable. Stream it. maybe I'll have to. I think I'll have to stream it just to see. I do have a Mister. I guess I could do Game Gear stuff on the Mister. I'll have to stream both of them just to see. I really wish the Polymega could do Game Gear somehow. But they're still trying to figure out their shit. So I think it's going to be a while before we see any kind of new module from them until they get their console shit together. Mean Bean Machine is awesome. Yeah, I mean, Mean Bean Machine is just Puyo Puyo, so if you like Puyo Puyo, Puyo Puyo, still prefer Puyo Puyo. Yeah, I like Puyo Puyo more too, but I don't mind playing Mean Bean Machine. Even with the really dumb Sonic cartoon characters. Spinball is generally just a bad game. Yeah, it's just not a good game. I remember playing the Genesis version and just thinking to myself, this game is freaking horrible. My friend bought it. I'm like, you paid money for this game? Mean Bean Machine DX 3.0 is better. What is that? Is that like some hack? Because if it's some sort of hack, it doesn't count. I don't care about your hacks. Columns and all of the column games. What's not to love? Yeah, I actually, it's so funny because when I bought my Game Gear came with columns because I got the Game Gear in like the first like week of release, and the only game you got was columns. So while I really wanted a Game Gear, I was kind of bummed that columns was the game that it came with. But then ended up getting so addicted to columns. I was super addicted. I got super addicted to columns. Loved it. Ended up loving it. I knew all the tracks by memory. There were only 3 tracks, but they were amazing. The music was amazing. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. And I'm glad that I did get so fond of columns, mainly because I had no choice. But then future columns games I enjoyed, especially the Sakura Wars columns games. I absolutely love the Sakura ones. The Sakura Taisen ones are so good. Yeah, it was, there it is, Cerulean put it, Hanagumi Taisen columns. Yeah, Hanagumi Taisen columns, and Hanagumi Taisen columns 2 on the Dreamcast are super fun. Super fun. And they have like attacks and stuff, it's really cool. But when I first got my Game Gear, it came with columns, and I played columns for, I shit you not, like a month before I got into the game, because you couldn't, like, back then it was hard, especially if you were poor, right, like to get like games, and like I had to always do like sneaky things, right, like exploit like my parents' divorce to try to get stuff. And you know, I used to push like shopping carts into the things, like supermarkets used to give you the 25 cents for the shopping cart, so I would go to like the busiest Vons, like right on the 3rd in Vermont, super busy, super busy, and people would push their like shit out, right? And I would approach people and be like, oh, I can take it back for you, and they'd be like, oh, thank you, and they'd just give me the card. They didn't care, they want to get the fuck out of there, right? So it turned into a thing, and I just went until one day they kicked me out. But it took them months before they kicked me out of that parking lot. And some other kid I remember was there trying to like do it too, and I was like, get the fuck out of here, it's my turf. He went across the street to Ralph's. There was a Ralph's across the street. He ended up going in there. But yeah, it was crazy. And I used that to buy games. I would push carts in the parking lot, and I'd buy video games. And the first Master System, or not Master System, Game Gear game that I bought was Psychic World? I think it was Psychic World. Yeah, I think Psychic World was my first Game Gear game that I got. I'm pretty sure. Just because Anime Girl, right? Anime Girl main character thing. I was into it. Totally into it. Interesting thing to Psychic World. It was made by a company called Hertz. And Hertz was the company that was also responsible, I think, for Outrun on the Genesis. They ported it. And if you look in the background in Outrun, like some of the signs, you'll see the Hertz logo. And when I was a kid, I was wondering, like, what does that mean? Like, megahertz Hertz? Why? What a random thing, right? But it was because Hertz ported Outrun to the Mega Drive that you saw their logo. But yeah, Hertz was the company that also was behind Psychic World. Psychic World had another name too, I think. Psycho World in Japan? Yeah, Psycho World in Japan. And then when it came out here, it was called Psychic World. And the cover's so random. I still have my Psychic World. You know that? Can you give me that basket right there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I still have it. It's one of the few things that's Game Gear that I still have. My first Game Gear game was Streets of Rage. I was surprised how good it looked compared to the Genesis version. Yeah, Streets of Rage was awesome. I never got the second one. But I also had Streets of Rage for the Game Gear. I loved it. It was so good. You could only be Axel and Blaze, I believe. I think Adam was cut out of it. Here it is. Psychic World. This one's got a cutout from EGM. Has a Chi-Chi. But this was the first one that I got for the Game Gear. And then this cutout. Let me open it carefully because I feel like it's going to disintegrate. It's going to disintegrate. Here's a cutout from EGM for Psychic World. It was a sound stage and stage select for Psychic World. So I keep that in there. Even though there's like, this was before like Game Facts and any of that. So that's why this is in there. This is before, this is from a time where you had to cut stuff out of magazines. So that's why that's in there. What are you guys talking about? What are y'all talking about? Did Psycho Soldier get a home port? It didn't. Sadly. That was one of those games that I did get to play in the arcade once as a child and never saw it again. I only ever saw it at one arcade as a kid. And it amazed me. So you can imagine when King of Fighters 94 came out, I was absolutely obsessed to see Athena in a game outside of Psycho Soldier. That was another thing that was a disappointment as a child, was playing Psycho Soldier in the arcade and then finding out that they were making a game called Athena, right, for the NES. And there was an arcade. I never played the arcade version of it. I only ever played the NES game. And it was horrible. It was so bad and so disappointing. But I was glad that that was one that I rented. I rented it. I didn't buy it. Thank goodness. Because I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have killed myself if I had bought it. But yeah. It was so bad. So bad. I was so disappointed with Athena. I don't know if people liked it. I hated it. I hated it. I love how the English song sounds like someone recording their voice over a phone. The Japanese one sounds pretty bad too. The original recording, because back then the what is it, like the PCM audio technology, like Psycho Soldier. Basically, the way Psycho Soldier worked is it needed its own dedicated soundboard for like the voice songs, you know, like the Psycho Soldier and the song. So I think there was like one board that was just the EPROMs with the audio bits. So, and they couldn't get like the clean audio for that. But that was the first time I ever heard actual music, like singing in a video game before. That was new. God, I wish I could remember the name of this arcade. But if you're familiar with Los Angeles, it was right next to MacArthur Park. There was an arcade that always got like these like weird obscure fucking games, and that was one of them. That was one of the obscure games they had. They also had Chiller, which was like super gory, like horror like shooter type game that was like really like creepy. They had a bunch of weird games in this arcade. It was also the first place to get Black Tiger, which was a game by Capcom. Super cool. It was the only place that I played the arcade version of Astyanax. Was it the same arcade? The first game I ever played was a Mario Kart clone called Lego Racers. So when I got to Mario Kart, I thought Mario Kart was ripping off Lego, as you could build your own character. Interesting. Hi, hello Cassius, welcome. How are you, Casimuse? The jumps depends on your running speed, but I think the NES version is pretty wonky and inconsistent. For what, Athena? Dude, Athena sucks. Yeah, I don't know what is up with the jumping in the NES Athena. Each time you do a jump, slightly different heights. Yeah, I think it's like a momentum thing, but it's like incorrect and wrong. It doesn't feel normal. I'm special. I'm over on Twitch. Like, where is Saru? Dope. On the YouTubes. I is okay. Hope you boys and chat are well, says Casamils. Thank you, sir. I hope you are good as well. I hope you are letting your baby beard become a big beard. Lol, chat did a great job keeping the stream up. I know. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we were supposed to end it. Jesse left. Jesse left. Oh, no, he's back. Jesse went to go get,
Who?
You.
No, who said that?
Who said what? Oh, that chat did a good job at keeping the stream up. And Jesse had left, but he went to go get one of these ice pops. Oh, these are my favorite ones.
Mine.
The white ones?
Yeah, they're mine.
These are the best.
Uh-huh.
These Weilers, they're so good. They're like these like Italian ices. I really like them.
What's up, Cassius? Is this a snack one for a snack?
Mm-hmm. He did. He went to go get Italian ice. Such sass. Lemon flavor? Is it? I don't know what it is.
I think it is.
Is it? It's good.
I have no idea. I think it's lemon flavor.
Yummy! I don't know. It doesn't say. It does not say.
Man,
But
we had
it's
this for
good.
a year now. These ice things.
Mm. Yeah, because we bought a huge box of them. We went to Sam's Club, and you know when you go to Sam's Club, nothing is in like normal sizes. We bought a box. It was like $7 for like a crate of Italian ices. Here's your crate. SWAT at the big box arcade, says Joji. Yeah, dude, SWAT was cool in the arcade. And then I came home and it was like, ah, this game sucks. They censored the shit out of it. I wonder what a cream soda flavor ice pole would taste like. Probably
lemon.
good.
It is lemon. It's really good.
Oh, is it lemon? Scruffy, what's up? Saru, it's good to see you boys home and safe and sound. You look well rested and restored. Chat peeps, so Genki desu. What's up, scruffy looking RGB? How are you doing, sir? I hope you are well. But yes, we are back home. We got back from Mexico last week. Yeah? Last week. Last week we got back.
2 weeks ago.
Oh, was it 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Week and a half ago.
Was it?
Yeah, it was a week and a half ago.
I don't remember.
Because we came, we came on a Wednesday.
Oh, yeah.
So a week and a half ago. We've been back for a week and a half now. From Mexico. And we want to go back. We want to go back like right now. We're going to go back. But we'll make sure our streaming setup is better when we go back to Mexico. I'll make sure to take my AverMedia. I will probably take... I'm not sure if I'll take the Mister. The Mister feels like it could break.
I'm taking my Switch.
So I think I'm going to take... Yeah, he's taking his Nintendo Switch. So if anything, we can Switch stream as well.
I could just ask Beto to bring his dock.
Oh, yeah. Tell him to bring his dock. If we can... Yeah. See if we can borrow his dock. Yeah, because it's like... I just don't want to take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's more stuff to take.
Let me...
So yeah, if you take the Switch, that'll go in your backpack.
I'll ask him. He can just bring the dock and his charger? No.
Yeah.
We'll bring our charger.
Your Switch will go in the backpack, and I'll probably bring the PS TV, I'm thinking. What else can I bring that's small? The At Games. Oh, maybe I should take the At Games thing. Because then I can use the same controller.
That's
on
true.
both. I might bring the At Games Hockey Puck, so I'll have that to stream as well.
Don't worry, guys.
I think those might be good. Those two things.
Uh-huh.
The At Games Hockey Puck and the PSTV.
Don't
But yeah, I
worry.
don't want to take the Mister. I feel like the Mister could break.
Yeah. And plus, that's kind of weird. You take it to security. Like, what's in
Yeah,
this
they're
box?
like, what is this? Alcohol bully from Mexico.
Oh, those are so good.
There's a thing?
Yeah, there's a thing.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I guess there would. Why
They
wouldn't
have-
there be, right?
Because I took one by accident. They're called Himador. They're Himador ice pops. See if I can find it.
Oh, but they're alcoholic.
Yeah.
That sounds rad. Where's the Mexican candy? We ate most of it. I brought back boxes of Chokis. I really like Chokis. We didn't bring back any like traditional candy though. I brought back just nothing but packaged stuff that we just can't get here, like Chokis. They're so good. What are you looking for? Those
Himador.
bullies?
Yes.
Jesse's looking
It's
into
like
the
this,
thing.
a Himador.
Y'all going back to Mexico? I think so. I think we're gonna try to. We are gonna try to. Hopefully.
Where's the Mexican candy? I
Hopefully.
have some around here somewhere.
Tickets are super cheap right now.
Don't
Super
forget,
cheap.
Charlie Roses, don't forget, guys, to look. You look out for those old lady Mac gangstas.
Or
Stream.
hookers wearing luchador masks. Hookers. By the way, did you hear a retro game store called Game Force? I did manage to buy 4 PS3 games. I got the 4th one free and Tales of Abyss. Where is it? Where is this retro game store?
Is it here or Mexico?
Where is this game store? Think I can fit in your suitcase? Probably. Like a cat. We can just keep you by our feet. They won't know. We'll just put you in a duffel bag by our feet and just say that you're our
Oh,
carry-on.
it's in Los Angeles.
Oh, okay. In Los Angeles, Game
Baldwin.
Force, Baldwin Hills. Ah, interesting. Cool. No, I've never been there. Never been. We haven't been to LA in so long. Maybe that might be a thing we need to do. We might need to drive to Los Angeles. I'm from Colorado and heard of Game Force chain. Maybe. Time's up, Saru. I know. That's it. that was our cue to end the stream right there. Yep. That's what we should have ended it right when it was going. Just ended it.
Okay, bye. Just kidding.
Okay, bye. End the stream before you drown. Yeah, too late. We're dead. Too late. We're all dead. We've all drowned. I imagine that a lot of stores probably call themselves Game Force, yeah, because it's just like a cool sounding name. So, I'm guessing. Ran so long, Sonic music is mostly sound effects and jingles now. I know, yeah, it's all just the little jingles. Oh, that's hilarious. But, yeah, take the Ninja Bot. What? There was 2 from Colorado. Oh, I see. And heard of Game Force. So I guess maybe it's a chain in Colorado? I mean, yeah, it could just be 2 edgy names. Game Force. Game to the extreme. Yeah.
Yeah, there is 2 in Colorado. And there's one in...
And then there's one in California. So I'm just guessing maybe they're not related, the California one. Force Game. Force Game. So there's Game Force and there's Force Game. And X-Force Gamers. Force Game. Force it into its mouth hole. Yeah, I'm guessing they're just stores that have... We're looking at the Google Maps. Looks like it's just stores that...
What airports
Follows
did you
them.
guys fly into? CDMX?
Yeah, we flew into
Benito.
CDMX.
Benito Juarez.
Yeah, Benito Juarez International. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Cassius, the tickets to Mexico are like super cheap. Super cheap. Cheap. Like, from here, it's like, you can get tickets for under $200 round trip, which is crazy. Like, the airline does nickel and dime you, but the base price of a ticket is usually under $200, which is like, what? You know, and the cheapest ticket we could ever go to Japan is like $1,000.
Yeah.
Not even from here. We have to go to LAX. From here, it's like $1,300 to go to Japan. So sometimes we'll drive to LA. It just depends on how much we're trying to budget the trip, but sometimes we've done it to where we'll like drive down to LA. Someone said Game Force is in Boulder. Interesting. Interesting.
I've heard this like 50 times today.
I haven't been back to Colorado in so long. I used to live in Westminster, Colorado. I lived in Westminster for a year, and I didn't like the cold. I couldn't deal with it. But yeah, I left Westminster.
Yeah, me too, says Modern Broadcast.
You too. You can't deal with the cold?
Or you live in Colorado?
Or you live in Westminster? I mean, it's nice. It's nice to have like all the seasons and shit until the coldest season, and then like, oh, you used to, and then the fucking blizzards would come or whatever, and then like we had to wait like. The year I was there, like, we were snowed in, and we had to wait for the snow plow, and I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? I couldn't deal with it. I tried. I wanted some variety in my life.
Now we live in the desert.
I live here because it's, like, it's easy to live. Well, it used to be. Now I guess it's hard. It's easy for us because I ended up buying a house when the market was not crazy. But we moved here because it was affordable. And California was not. But we moved here from California. I used to live here, and then I moved back. I used to live here for 10 years. And then I moved back here with Jesse in 2012. And now we have been here over 10 years. A little over, almost 11 years. It'll be 11 years in December, yeah? Or will that be 10 years?
11 years. No.
10
years, yeah. 10
okay, so we've been here almost 10 years. We will be here 10 years in December. Will be 10 years. So, yeah. But, I don't know. We just moved here because it was affordable. But it wouldn't have been my first choice would have been to stay in California. We couldn't afford it anymore because we couldn't afford to do anything. So we were like, we started talking about just doing stuff. And now I feel like we're having those talks again, you know? But now it's not because we can't afford stuff. It's because we're bored. We're bored of Vegas. So, I don't know. We're thinking of other places to possibly go to. I just don't know where.
How long have you guys been together now? 10 years, Charlie Ward.
10 and a half years. 10 and a half years. 10 and a half years. So, we moved here shortly after we met. Months after we met, we moved here together from California. But, yeah, because we moved here
2012 December.
We moved here 7 months after we got together.
Yeah.
So we were together 7 months before we moved here to Vegas. And then this was gonna be like, I don't know what our idea was. I think our idea at the time was just we wanted to get out of California.
Yeah.
We just wanted to get out of LA because we lived in
You're gonna become gypsies, says Trancer.
We lived in Culver City before we moved here. And we were like 5 minutes away from Santa Monica. It was beautiful, but we couldn't afford to live there anymore.
You can smell the ocean when you got out of the house.
Yeah, you can smell the ocean pretty much.
And then there were a lot of like tsunami warnings.
Yeah.
Like signs.
I think those are
go up.
Yeah, I think those are just there in case it does happen.
Yeah.
I don't think it's ever happened. But for some reason, Jesse was super fascinated with the tsunami warning signs.
I know, because I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah.
Death note.
I was like, it's not gonna happen. But yeah, we ended up moving here because we wanted money, and we just never had any money when we lived there.
It was like 1,300.
Yeah, our rent was 1,300, and utilities, and then like I had a car, and gas was expensive, and you know, even back then, like in LA, gas was like it was still expensive, right? It was like what, $4 a gallon at that time. Yeah, it was like $4 a gallon back then, and that was back then and in LA. Now who knows? It's probably like $8 or whatever. But we just couldn't really afford to live there and do things. We ate food from the 99-cent store.
All right, Martin Marcast.
Is he going to bed?
No, he'll be right back.
Oh, okay. But we went to do like all of our shopping at the 99-cent store.
And Ralph's.
Ralph's. We went to Ralph's for meat and milk, and that's it. We would buy meat, milk, and some Asian stuff because Ralph's had like random Asian shit, and that's it. And then everything else, 99-cent store. So we used to eat a shit ton of tostadas, tortillas. They usually had like some decent stuff, right? Like they would have like ice cream and yogurt, and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, we had to eat like that though because we couldn't afford to live because we lived in Culver City. We were definitely that group of people that lived outside of their means, right? Because I feel we could have lived somewhere cheaper probably, but we chose to live in Culver City because I moved there pretty much when we got together. Because before I was with you, I lived in Koreatown.
Yeah.
And then when I got with you, I moved to Culver City. But yeah, I lived in before we moved to Culver City. Before I met Jesse, I lived in a small bachelor apartment in Koreatown, and my bachelor apartment was like $450 or $500. It was something super cheap for LA, but it was just like a single room, no kitchen. It was a room, a closet, and a bathroom. And the room was like half the size of this game room. This game room is twice the size of my bachelor apartment in Los Angeles. And I paid $500. Where did you meet? We met on Facebook through a friend. Through a friend's post. A friend had made a post. It was like something, right? We had a mutual friend. And he made like, I guess like a funny post, right? And he was like, it was like, what would you say? Like Valentine's something or another. And I remember, and I kept saying like crazy things, stupid shit. And he was like, he's like, all your things are too raunchy or something like that. And Jesse posted something, and it ended up being like the one that had like the most likes, right?
Yeah.
And
like 25 likes or something.
Which was like a quote that he got off a t-shirt that he had. And they were like, everyone was like, oh, that's so clever, blah blah blah. And I think I messaged you from that post.
Yeah.
So he didn't even really introduce us. We just happened to connect because we knew him.
Nerds,
yeah, we were both nerds, right? So we knew the same guy, and who pretended to be a nerd at that time, but so he always wanted to he had I want to say an enclave of Facebook nerds, and we just happened to cross paths on a random post, right? And I don't remember how we even started talking from that post. Do you remember?
I don't remember. But I remember we just started talking off some stupid post. I think we were making fun of all the people in the post.
Yeah, we were making fun. I think that's how I knew I wanted to meet you, because we were just making fun of your sense of humor.
There was one person who was mad because he's like, my quote is better than everybody.
Oh yeah, and it's and I got no likes, and then we were making fun of that person. So yeah, we started making fun of that person. I think we said snarky stuff on the post itself, right?
Yeah.
And I think from there we started talking. Did I message you? I messaged
Yeah,
you.
you messaged me as well.
Yeah. No, you were super shy. I messaged you to joke about whatever, and then we started talking, and then we discovered that we were both like super nerds, right? Like we liked video games and stuff. And then after that, we met up in LA. He took a bus for like 9 hours from San Jose to LA.
I took a bus, a train, and then a bus.
Yeah. And oh yeah. So how long did it take you total?
Like 13 hours.
Fuck yeah. So he would take, and you did that a bunch of times before we actually like got together. He did that a number of times, where he would take the bus all the way from San Jose to LA. So where did we go? We went to Little Tokyo. Was it the first time we ever went somewhere?
Yeah.
We went to Little Tokyo.
We went to Suruhito.
Suruhito.
Yeah.
And I had no idea that Jesse was like the kind of person who didn't eat like any food.
I didn't know.
Because Jesse didn't eat like anything. And I didn't know this, right? I was like, oh, we're going to go to this awesome Japanese restaurant. I've gone here for years since I was a kid. And I was just like hyping up Suruhito. I'm like, they have a thing, the things on the wall. Because at the time, did I draw the cat before I met you?
No, yeah, you did, yeah.
And I wanted to show you, right? I had drawn like they have like all this like napkin art, and I had drawn like a cat holding like two like Japanese fans, right? He was dressed in like Matsuri wear, like what is Matsuri? Festival clothing. And I was like, oh, I drew a thing at this restaurant, and they have it on the wall. We should go eat there, and I can show it to you. I just wanted to show off the fact that my artwork is in this store, in this restaurant in Little Tokyo. And we went, and I got to him, and I was like, do you eat a lot of Japanese food? And he's like, oh, not really. And I said, okay, well, then I would recommend, I made sure that he got like the most like Western friendly thing on the menu. And it was a katsudon, right? Like a katsudon is just, it was a fried chicken fillet, deep fried. It's breaded and fried, and you get it with rice. Oh, Johnny Ward, thank you. He says, I recommend your 10 years I commend your 10 years together, but sorry, I missed it. 10 years together, but if I had to live with Saru, I'd definitely go ape and be swinging from the chandeliers. As for Jesse, it'll be bloody pandemonium. Sometimes, like, I make jokes about Jesse climbing on the furniture and on the walls and stuff.
I do.
Sometimes he does. I'll go downstairs and he's just perched on top of the couch.
What are you doing? Shut up.
doing panda things.
But yeah, I didn't, I had the katsudon, and I was kind of like, what the fuck,
Yeah, he didn't, and you ate like half of it,
half
right?
Half of it. And I was like, oh, I'm full. And I was like, this is weird.
Yeah, no, you thought it was gross. I found out later that
it was gross. I thought it was gross because I've never eaten like egg like that,
Yeah, so the way katsudon, like when it's done right, it's they cook it, they fry it, they steam it all in a pan, and they crack an egg inside the pan, and then they cover it, and then the steam kind of cooks the egg, so the egg is still like a little runny, and it grossed him out, I guess. But I didn't know this. I had no idea.
I didn't like sunny side up eggs back
then. And I had no idea that he had like such a limited, and he didn't tell me, right? Because he was trying to be, I guess, he didn't want me to like be like or something. I don't know. I would have. And then once we got together, I started finding out that he didn't like this stuff. And I'm like, this has got to change. I started taking him places, and now he eats everything now. He eats everything now. Back then, he wouldn't eat a half-cooked egg, but now he'll eat squid, raw squid, octopus. It's so funny. But yeah, back then he wouldn't eat anything, and I had taken him to this restaurant because it was like a childhood place for me, Suehiro on First Street.
Oh yeah, except for shrimp too. Ugh.
He doesn't eat shrimp. Shrimp is the only thing
gross.
He won't eat. And that was one of the first things I took him to, because on our second date, I took him to Chinatown. I had a favorite restaurant at Chinatown at the time. I don't even know what it's called now. But we went there to get some bacon wrapped shrimp. They had this bacon wrapped shrimp with a special like mayo sauce that they used to give with it, and it was so good. right? And I had no idea he didn't like shrimp. And he still ate it though. He still ate a couple, and he's like, "Oh, I'm all right." And then at that point, I was like, I started becoming suspicious. Hey, Saru, I should prepare you and Jesse a meal someday. Just for you, Saru, I will prepare you fish just the way you like it. With its head. Ew, no. I don't like anything with its head. Everything has to be deheaded.
I grab a shrimp. Give it to me.
I don't like anything looking back at me. If I'm eating it, I don't want faces or eyes or anything weird. I don't want none of that. Yucky squid. Squid is good. Squid is yummy, actually. Especially grilled squid. You ever have like grilled squid? Or takoyaki is like little bits of octopus and deep fried doughy balls. It's really good.
Asked you to put the shrimp on the barbie. Hey there, Bahablas Cassius.
Shrimp on the Barbie. Yeah, that was like such a thing when I came back. I remember when, because I lived in Australia for a year. When I moved back, everyone made that joke constantly. Oh, did you get to put shrimp on the Barbie? You know, and I was like, oh. But you know, like at first it was like, oh, that's funny. But it was like the same joke people kept making, like family members and stuff. They'd be like, "Oh, did you box any kangaroos?" What? What do you mean? I didn't understand any of that. I understood the shrimp on the Barbie thing because that was like the Crocodile Dundee thing, right? I think. I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember, but all I know is that yeah, people were making that joke. But yeah, Jesse wouldn't eat anything. Jesse was afraid of all foods. He was afraid of... Basically, the only things that Jesse ate when we met was hot dogs, pizza, hamburgers, Chinese food, and, like, the Western Chinese food, right? Not, like, anything crazy or freaky, but just, like, chow mein, fried rice, sweet and sour pork, that kind of stuff. And that's it, right?
Yep.
And Italian, some Italian stuff, maybe? Lasagna?
Lasagna and
spaghetti. I really like spaghetti.
That's about it.
Oh my god! In our early years, the first time I took him to an Indian restaurant, Jesse almost died.
I know.
And we didn't even go there. Like he was so scared. And tacos. Yeah, well, sure, Mexican food, right? He's from a Mexican family. But oh yeah, Jesse didn't eat Mexican food. He didn't eat Mexican food. Isn't that weird? He ate very limited. He liked, what did you like, sopes?
I like sopes, flautas.
Sopes, flautas. He didn't really eat, and tacos, I guess, too, right? Mm-hmm. But not really, no?
Not really, no.
They had to be flautas?
Flautas or quesadillas.
Or quesadillas.
Queso.
So yeah, his Mexican food was, just flautas, which is like a kind of rolled taco. Sopes, which is like a very like masa base, right? Like kind of like think of gorditas. like gorditas, like and quesadillas. So he was really, and you didn't really eat beans and stuff, right?
No beans.
He didn't eat beans. You did eat Spanish rice though, right? You like Spanish rice?
I love Spanish rice.
But he didn't eat beans. He didn't eat a lot. He liked his food to be like the standard American fare, right? Hot dogs, hamburgers, pizza, that stuff. Those were his main stuff. Hot dogs, hamburgers, and pizza. Pizza's his favorite thing. So I started trying to take him to places, right? I took him to Korean food. That freaked him out. Now he absolutely loves it. It's one of his favorite foods. But when I first took him to a Korean barbecue place, he was very visibly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I could see it. He was so uncomfortable. And I took him to one of these places that's like so loud, you know, because like that's how Korean barbecue places in LA are, like the cheap ones. And I used to love always going to cheap Korean barbecue. It was like $10 for all you can eat barbecue. I lived off of that shit. So that was like a once a week thing for me. I would go to Korean barbecue to eat good and a lot for $10. So we would go. I took him, and the place is like nonstop. Like you hear dishes, constant talking, servers yelling at each other. And it was comfortable for me, but he was like visibly freaked out. But now he doesn't care. But yeah, Jesse was he was a delicate creature when we met. That's the best way to describe it. Jesse was a delicate creature. He's hiding in his phone. Are you embarrassed? We can stop talking
I'm
about that.
looking for food.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you might have been embarrassed.
Oh no, I'm not embarrassed.
Of
No.
me talking
Oh,
about
no, I don't mind.
how delicate Jesse was. He was a delicate eater. Why do Americans call sausages wieners?
Weenies.
I don't know. I think it comes from German, doesn't it? Pretty sure it does.
It's funny. Speaking of Americans, you don't say that in Mexico. You say Americans. They're like, no, you're not.
They're like, we're all American.
Yeah.
American is not that's not just in Mexico.
No, I know.
That's everywhere.
No, I was just saying when we were in Mexico.
That's a lot of places. Yeah, when we were in Mexico. I made sure not to do that. You know, I wouldn't say like, oh, in America, you know.
Yeah, in America, and they're like,
yeah,
someone
like, what the
was
fuck? It's all America.
This is all America. I was like, oops.
It's all North America. But yeah, it's like, that's one of the things that we do a lot. Not we specifically, but us as people from the United States will do a lot, right? Like, it's pronounced Merca. But yeah, it's something that we do a lot because that's just how we know, right? Like, we say everything American this, American that. Usually because we don't know North Americans, specifically people from the United States, are very America-centric, right? So like, we don't really know a lot outside of our bubble. So to us, it's completely normal to say, you know, American food, you know, American breakfast. I refer to, like, when I want like eggs and bacon and toast and stuff, I refer to it as an American breakfast. I don't know how else you would say that, right? Is American breakfast. That's how I always refer to it. I don't know if there's a better way to say that, but you know, America has the lowest passport rate among wealthy countries. One of the lowest. Yes, that's true. Statistically speaking, America has one of the lowest rates of passport holders in the world is in America. But the rate of people who actually use their passports is even lower. There's a lot of people who get their passports and then don't actually use it to go anywhere. So that's another thing too. But
I don't know, a lot of people like that too. They have passports but they never use it.
Yeah, that's a thing.
That's so crazy.
Yeah, there's a thing. People have passports. I knew tons of people who got their passports and then never use them. It's like, why do you even get it? Just for ID? Or I guess maybe a form. It's because a passport is like the ultimate form of ID.
Yeah.
So maybe if like they're buying a house or something, because that I showed my passport when I bought this house. So I don't know. Maybe some places require it, or I don't know. But I have met a number. I used to work with a number of people who were like, oh, maybe someday I'll get to use my passport and go to. It's like, why the fuck did you even get a passport? I didn't get a passport until I knew I was going to leave the country. Otherwise, I was like, why even get one? I don't get it. My passport just expired. Yeah, make sure you renew it. Even if it expires, renew it. Just because it's harder to renew it if you let it lapse for a long period of time. It takes longer to get back. But it's not harder. I think it just takes longer to get. And then you have to do all the paperwork again, too. If you wait too long, you have to do all the paperwork to get the new one.
Oh, yeah, this country's too damn big. I can go to Mexico and Canada without a stamp. I can use a passport instead of birth certificate for TSA pre-checkup. That's so weird. So when I went to TSA, all they did was take a picture and they'd be like, "Oh, this is you," and I didn't even show my passport. I was like, "What the hell?"
Coming back in, we didn't need our passports.
They just scanned our face and they're like, "Oh, this is you."
And going out, they only looked at them. They didn't scan them or anything.
Yeah.
They just looked at them and then that's it. Coming in though, they didn't even look at our passports. We just walked in.
They took a picture. They scanned our face. Remember? They're like, "Oh, this is
yeah,"
you.
and then they knew who we were just
What
from
the
scanning
fuck?
our face. And that's kind of freaky, right?
I know.
That was weird. Yeah, that lady was super condescending. I'll never remember how condescending that lady at the TSA was. I was like, oh, great, that's how we know we're back in the U.S. Hospitality is not a thing anymore. Man, Mexican hospitality is just, it's crazy. Everyone is so nice. And then we came back here, and then, like, the very first encounter with a person was not a good one. This lady was so condescending. Let's see here. Never left the U.S. either, says Cerulean. I never got a passport. I don't have a passport too, says Andro Gamer. Travel enriches you in ways you never realize. My passport just expired. So did the Mrs. Passport, says Charlie Ward. The country is too damn big, and I can go to Mexico and Canada without a stamp. I can use the passport instead of a birth certificate for TSA. It's convenient. Yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah, that's because I have my birth certificate, but one of the things they asked me for when I bought this house was my passport, and I thought it was weird, but like, it really is like the ultimate form of ID. Okay, Japan Video Game says travel outside America. It's always nice to have a passport if you don't have a license, but here in Canada, some things require 2 government-issued IDs. So even if you travel, it's nice to have. Yeah, that's another thing too. A lot of places that do, like, you know, you need the 2 picture IDs, you know, like 2 forms of official IDs with pictures. It's easy to have your state-issued ID or driver's license with a passport. Come to New Zealand. I've been to New Zealand years ago. I don't think you lived there though at that time. I'm sure there's way more to do. New Zealand travel is expensive though. That's the problem. It would cost a lot, and then hotel stay is probably super expensive.
$1 billion.
I want to say. Though I know Australia is probably even more expensive. We last time we went to Australia, that was your first time there, right? Jesse's first time in Australia, 2019, and we only went really because we got to stay where I used to live with the girl that I used to live with. We stay with her. She's like my sister, so we're really close, and so we get to stay there. That's the only reason. If I didn't have lodging, I would not go back to Australia because it's too much. It's too expensive.
Oh, we meant the plane tickets. The plane tickets are expensive.
Yeah, the plane tickets a lot. The dollar is very high. Is it right now? I've been to Australia. It's expensive for sure. And sorry to Aussies, but it was overrated for the price. The Gold Coast was nice though. Yeah, the Gold Coast is beautiful. I got to go to Byron Bay. I really like that. The only place I didn't go to that I really wanted to go to in Australia was Melbourne. I didn't get to go to Melbourne. I really wanted to go. Super bad. I never got to go. And because while I was there, when I lived there, I was working like all the time. So like, it was like I'd go to work and then like I wouldn't really want to do anything, right? Because I did a job where I was on my feet all day, and I didn't like it. I was doing like I did when I first got that job, I was like putting like boxes together for like ATM things, and I was like stripping them, like renewing them. We refurbished ATMs. We'd like rip the stickers off and put like new ones on. So I was on my feet, and by the time I was done with work, I just didn't want to do shit. I like Arrow manga. What? Let's see here. There are so many places I want to travel the world, but it's a wacky place. It's kind of dangerous. COVID or no COVID, you just don't know what this world is coming to. Yeah, but I mean, like, you also can't be afraid of everything too. Like, before we left to Mexico, oh my god, everyone was like, oh my god, like, don't get shot or come back. So it's like, I have the likelihood of getting shot here.
I know.
Before I got shot in Mexico, because regular people don't have guns. And people here have, like, all my neighbors have guns. Like, everyone here has guns, and, you know, people open carry here. Like, guns are everywhere. So if I'm going to get shot, it's going to happen here. It's not going to happen in Mexico unless I'm, like, hanging out, you know, in Cartel Town or something. But before we left, yeah, everyone was telling us, hey, be safe, you know, don't get robbed, which that could happen. You can get robbed, yeah, if you're, like, you know, it's like anywhere though. Like, you have to have common sense. If you don't have common sense, you're gonna get fucked. And like, you just have to have common sense. And I feel like the people who are afraid are the ones who might not have the most common sense, and that's probably better for them not to travel, because I feel like because they lack that common sense, they can get themselves in situations that could get them in trouble. So that's just survival instinct. But I would say to just there are times where you could just take chances and discover that things are not what are always made out to be. My favorite holidays are around Malta and Orlando, Florida, but I really owe it to myself to go to Japan. Yeah, Japan's great. Japan's one of those places where I felt safe, like, all the time. The only thing I didn't feel safe from was people's their dagger stares, because like there's like some places where people are staring at you like they hate you. You know, like staring daggers at you. But I think that was mostly like, I would say like places in Tokyo I experienced that. Like when we went to Nakano Broadway, there was these people who were literally talking shit about how dirty foreigners are, and like they were right next to us, and I can hear this conversation clear as day. And I was there with another Japanese speaker, and Jesse, and I started asking questions to our Japanese speaker friend in Japanese, and the old people who were sitting next to us talking about the dirty foreigners looked at us and then just looked away and stopped talking. But yeah, do you remember in Nakano Broadway, we were next to that cafe,
Smoking
and like
place?
yeah, they were yeah, the smoking cafe, and the people outside were like talking like mad shit, like about like how dirty foreigners are, and like how they were ruining the country, and like all this shit, right? And I was like, wow, okay.
My favorite says people warn others about dangers of Japan.
I didn't feel in danger anywhere. If anything, I ran into people who were rude in Japan.
God. We ran into these Americans, remember? Who were peeing on the
Oh
side
my
of the
god.
thing. And they were
And
being
I'm like,
loud.
you are the people these old people are talking about. This is what these old people are talking about.
They wanted us to hang out.
Yeah, we were like, we gotta
No.
go.
They were peeing and they were like knocking all stuff over by the. It was in
Tsutenkaku
Tower.
Yeah, Tsutenkaku Tower. And I'm like, great. This is why Japanese people hate us. This is why they hate us. Thanks, rowdy foreigners. But yeah, that happens too. And like, so like some people see that you're a foreigner, and they like a lot of old people like stare with like hate face, right? Like you can see it. You can see the disdain in their eyes. But it really depends on where you are too. Like, I felt we didn't feel that in Osaka like anywhere. I felt people in Osaka were super nice. I didn't run into any like incidents where people were rude at all, actually. Yeah, I didn't see that anywhere in Osaka. And we've been to Osaka a lot of times, and we never ran into anyone who was unfriendly to us simply because we were foreigners, right? But in Tokyo, it happened a number of times. It happened in the train station. It happened at a 7-Eleven. It happened at Nakano Broadway. It happened in Akihabara. Like, I don't know. And maybe that's why I just don't like Tokyo. I think just all these different Tokyo experiences. But yeah, and like, we're like as nice can be, right? Like, when we go, we're super respectful and we're very quiet. We don't get in anyone's way. If I have to speak to anybody, I'm incredibly polite about it. Like, we're very ideal travelers, like foreigners to other countries.
If we're in the train and it's full and we see old couples.
Yeah, we let people sit. We got up from the seats. Like, we were always super polite no matter where we went, right? Mm-hmm. And I think that's one of the things that, like, in Japan, like, even if you're polite to people, they don't care. Remember when we were in Ueno and that lady crashed into me on her bike? She crashed into me and she ricocheted off my body into another biker and hit the biker and knocked him down. And she was riding her mamachari with a baby in it, right? Like her mom bike. And the baby was seated in the front. And she hit me directly. And the other guy is coming, like, she's coming this way. I'm walking this way. This other biker is coming, like, behind me. And she's just coming straight towards me. And I don't know if she was expecting me to, like, get out of the way because there was another bicyclist coming. But there was no room, and I'm just standing there, right? And she just goes, bam, right into me, and she just goes, yeah. And on her way down, she hits this old man on a bike as well, and she falls down, and the baby is in the thing like this, not crying or making a sound, like mom's just crashed the bike again, no big deal. Yeah, I imagine. And the child was, I don't know, like 1 year old or something.
Good night, Cassius.
And so I immediately go and I pick up the bike that the child is in, right? And I'm like, "Daijo desu ka?" Like, are you okay? And the lady looks at me, and she looks at the old man. And she's like, "Come here, come here." And she starts apologizing to the old man. Didn't even acknowledge that I picked up the bike. Didn't apologize to me, even though I was speaking to her in Japanese. That's another thing that happens in Tokyo a lot, is if you get into a situation and you're speaking to them in Japanese, they still won't acknowledge you. I've had it happen 3 times to me in Tokyo. And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's my face or they're afraid of my beard. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure. But she didn't even acknowledge me, that she had crashed into me, that she had crashed into this other guy because she crashed into me. Oh, thank you, Cassius, for the resub and the Saru emojis. Oh, I was trying to do neck spinnies.
My old age.
I know. I hear all the bones cracking in my body.
I can't do that either, because I started doing something. I was like, oh, my back.
I know, my neck. I immediately felt a pull in my neck, in the back of my neck. Thank you so much, Cassius. I appreciate it.
Have a good night, Cassius.
Have a good night, sir. May you sleep well. You have to let the beard grow out so it can help fluff up your face when you sleep. It makes pillows more comfortable. I heard that from Adam Korolek and even Mark from Retrocore, who is British but has lived in Japan for years. He says that Japanese are really funny with foreigners. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. And I didn't have any when we were in Osaka or in Kansai in general. Though in Kobe, I did see like a lot of like old people in Kobe were staring. You remember, like a lot of old people in Kobe were doing the staring too. But in Osaka, I never ran into that in Osaka at all. And even in Kobe, people were pretty much Kansai region. They were just friendly. You know, if you talked to somebody, they were friendly to you. They talked back to you. They'd acknowledge that you were there. So I don't know. That's why I have this whole thing about Tokyo, that I feel like Tokyo is just a cold place, big city, cold place. So yeah, but yeah, that's the thing that happens. Oh, all right. We should probably end it. An hour ago, I supposed to end it. Are you just gonna hit it? Kansai Ben over Tokyo dialect.
Alright, stop reading.
You know, it's funny how little I know. Stop reading. How little I ran into Kansai Ben. Like, most people just talked normally.
Quick, ask a question.
I very rarely ran into people who spoke like Kansai Ben. I was like, did you? But you don't really understand Japanese. But yeah, I rarely heard actual Kansai Ben being spoken. Everyone just talks.
Go out of like Osaka,
the city, maybe somewhere.
Go to was it Rinku Town?
Rinku Town, yeah, we can go to Rinku Town, probably. Yoroshu, yeah, yeah. They don't, they speak the sentences. I was expected to be like people saying stuff like "eyaro" or like ending every sentence with "yade" or like. I didn't hear it. I just heard people speaking normally. I'm like, oh, this is boring. I guess it's like a TV thing, right? You see it on anime or stuff. But I didn't really see it or hear it. The only places I heard it at a Kushikatsu place. I heard Maido. Like, people would use like Maido a lot. I heard that. Maido! Or, what is the other thing? What is the other thank you? Oh my god, I'm drawing a complete blank. But yeah. But yeah, quick change the channel.
Alright, we're gonna end it here because we're gonna eat.
Are you still good friends with County? Yeah, me and County. I haven't talked to him for a while though. He's been busy. I'm hoping he's like finally banging some lady out there or something. Cause like I feel like he needs to get married. He needs to get married and do his thing. I think he's been wanting to, but hasn't met anybody yet. So I'm hoping he's found himself a nice divorcee and married her. Let's see here. Can you end with the Sonic drowning theme again? Alright, we will do that.
We're gonna end it now.
We're gonna end it, you guys.
We'll see you for the Whatnot stream.
Whatnot stream this Monday. Please join. Even if you don't buy anything, just join it just to be there.
And Tuesday.
Because we have these conversations there too. We have talks on Whatnot, so go to the Whatnot stream. Go to the Whatnot stream before we all die. Good
Bye.
night, everybody. Thanks everyone for stopping in. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all next time.